What's going on, everybody? It is you know what? I'm actually at a loss for words. Today I'm not very optimistic. I'm not gonna do like a high energy intro. But I am your host. I am King Mexico. My name is Jesse. Jesse Goku. And my co-host, the hostess with the mostest, Mr. Pringles himself. Also the man
Yo.
with the plan, Sonic Keyblade.
Ew.
And the one that's always getting on me to get off my ass, Super Jew.
When did I do that?
Usually me.
You think oh my god. It was just they're just bullshit intros. That's all they are.
Yeah,
I
but
think I
still,
really made a
that's
Pringles.
even more bullshit than normal.
Right. So yes, and our joining us today is our guest known as Frost 7. Thank you for joining us today.
Hi, I'm Temporary Frost 7 is my Instagram, and I cosplay and I hang out.
Wait. So the whole name is Temporary Frost 7 or is it Frost 7?
Yes. Yes. Temporary Frost 7.
Fuck, no wonder we couldn't find you.
Oof.
I'm a figment.
When you
Maybe
had
he
told
thought
me
you were
that,
temporary.
when you had told me that, I assumed that it was just a placeholder. I didn't know it was the whole name.
I'm actually Tyler Durden this whole time. I've been making soap in the bathroom.
Yes. Welcome everybody to it's Monday. It's the last day of August. Before we go into September, it's been as you all noticed by our absence, we decided to take a hiatus. We took our hiatus starting Wednesday. We did like a 50-minute podcast. It didn't have a lot of viewership like we expected. We didn't expect a lot of people to join us Wednesday because people were preparing for a hurricane that never came. Unfortunately, we did get a lot of dark cloud. I don't know what to fucking say at this point.
A lot of tragic setbacks in a way.
Yep.
Right. So, like, obviously, the big thing that we're going to talk about today is the passing of Chadwick Boseman. He is an actor that played Black Panther, T'Challa. He also played in other movies known as 42.
Jackie Robinson in 42.
Right. He played Jackie
Thur-
Robinson.
Thurgood Marshall in the movie Marshall. And he
James Brown.
James Brown, that's right. And passed away at 43 of colon cancer. Apparently he had that cancer since 2016.
Yeah.
And the fact that not everybody knew about that's and he was able to film all those movies, it just shows how strong he is in a way.
It's gonna be. I do have some things to say that are going to be very fucked up, and I'm letting everybody know, like, because I've always been a Chadwick Boseman fan.
Mhm.
I've been a fan of his since he started acting. Oh, it's okay. I'm gonna say some things because the internet can be a very cruel place, a very fucked up place, very sadistic place. There are like some awful fucking people on the internet, and like, so the thing is, we found out Friday. A lot of us, I think almost the entire world, that it's not his very close friend or immediate family, found out he had cancer. He had colon cancer. And he was diagnosed with stage 3 colon cancer 4 years ago. He filmed Black Panther, and then he filmed Infinity War and Endgame while battling cancer, while going through chemotherapy.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen... I didn't know he did an interview earlier this year. I had no fucking clue. I watched a YouTuber, and he was very emotional. He was like crying, and he was like, you know what? I knew there was something fucking wrong. I knew there was something wrong when we saw him, and he was really skinny, and he was talking about like he, I didn't fucking know this, but and I didn't see it either because I had no clue. But a lot of people that watched that interview made fun of him for his weight.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's basically the way he looked. Like he really looked. I don't know. I don't want to offend anybody. Like frail. I don't know if that's the right way
Yeah.
to say it.
No, that's
Yeah.
the right word. He was very, you could clearly
Yeah.
tell something was going on.
The YouTuber says that you can tell when somebody's fasting. You can tell when somebody gets really skinny because they're fasting.
Mm-hmm.
You can
Mhm.
tell when somebody's like sick skinny.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw him, and you could tell.
Yeah.
You could tell something was wrong. Like, oh my god, because I've
Mm-hmm.
I've seen the sick skinny before. I saw it
Yeah.
with my godfather, and I saw it with my own grandfather. And you don't know, like, I know there's a lot of people that have seen it. So for those of you that have never seen that before, it is when you see somebody for the first time and they are like skin and bone because of a disease or because they're sick or because they're on their deathbed, it is like the most heartbreaking thing to see. That's what I saw. And the day I went to go visit him during the hospital when we got accused of the Nazi thing.
For people who don't understand the context, in 2018.
Right.
That
Well-
didn't help.
No, okay. I'm trying not to mention Enemy Monster because I don't want to make it about Enemy Monster.
Okay.
2018, yeah.
It is one of those. And then there's some other people that passed away this weekend that we are going to address, and we're going to get to them. But the Chadwick Boseman, it just, I'm trying to keep some composure.
Right, because how me and Jace found out, we were doing a meeting Friday night, and then I received the message, and it says, I was like, no way,
Yeah.
and that's when we told
So-
you.
Right. So for those of you that don't, like, no one knows this, but we had a meeting Friday where we all just kind of got together and discussed some things, and we were just bullshitting around. So my mom and sister show up, and they had bought pizza, and they were knocking on the door.
Mhm.
And they were like, I was talking to him real quick, and I'm like, okay, I'm hungry. Let me go ahead and go eat.
Mm.
And I'm like, okay, let me go let my friends know that I'm going to,
Get it back.
I'm going to sign out. So I'm like, hey guys, I got to go. And they're like, wait.
Yeah, we were telling him to put his headphones on. We're like, headphones. And then we told him, like, Chadwick Boseman passed away. And honestly, I thought it was a joke. I thought it was like, oh, this
Yeah.
can't be real.
We were looking it up to make sure.
Yeah, then it confirmed, and I was like, damn, it just like, shit. It's just like, I don't know. It just like takes the wind out of you.
And you know
Yeah.
what? I'm going to go ahead and apologize to our guest. When we had scheduled this interview with you, because the interview was supposed to be us talking to you, and it was supposed to be about you this whole episode, but so much happened this past weekend. It's
I'm
like,
not that interesting. It's okay.
What?
it's just, wow, like this. And it's like, I know there are some people like, oh, he's just a celebrity. Like, he's like any
He's
other
not.
celebrity.
I'm really sick of hearing that from
Yeah.
everybody about everything. Just because they're celebrities doesn't mean they lost American citizenship status or whatever. Like, that is just a fucked up thing to say. They have every right to talk about themselves just as much as we have a right to talk about ourselves. They have opinions and feelings too, just because they became famous. And again, we've all met those voice actors and celebrities that kind of disprove or disprove the exception to the rule. I mean, we get it. Sometimes fame goes to people's heads. They're still fucking human beings.
At the end
Have
of the day.
some-
With that
Have some
being
goddamn
said,
respect.
with that
Have some
being said,
respect.
with that being fucking said, and I'm putting this out there, I don't care
No,
who
go
the
for it.
fuck watches this. If one of my friends, if one of my own relatives, or if Jesus himself
Mhm.
watches this shit, and someone ever makes a fucking joke, if anyone ever makes a fucking joke out of his passing because of cancer, I'm going to kick your fucking ass.
Yeah.
And if Marvel makes any kind of money on it, I quit. Would not.
Marvel's
think
gonna
they
make
are.
money off of him because they
it's
have
going to be
the
I hope
interesting
so.
to see what they do because
Yeah.
What's the future of it?
he finished the filming of the second Black Panther movie.
Right.
No, they
Really?
haven't even started production.
No, they
thought
have
they-
what?
not. They haven't.
So that was in planning, but the whole
They don't
thing.
even have a script.
Oh, shit.
The
be
only thing they
interesting to see
did,
what they
the
do with
only,
it.
yeah, like I think for now, it's just not really the best time to be thinking about that.
Yeah.
Because I remember when he passed away, a lot of people say, please do not like bring up the second movie. All right. That's not the best, not the
Right.
best time to bring that up and all
It's
that.
not the
Don't,
time.
it
It's
was
really
not. It's, but you know, for a lot of people, it was really, it had an impact because he basically was like a hero to a lot, literally like to a lot of people inside in the film and outside the film. You know, a lot of children looked up to him. You know, for a lot of them, this was their first superhero that, you know, the first black superhero for them. It's like,
Yeah.
wow, this is a big deal. He was, you know, he's relatable, and it's heartbreaking. You know, it's pretty sad.
Frost 7.
So
I think
I
Frost
don't
7
know
had
if there's a
some
lot
sick-
of people that know this. A lot of people that don't know this, but like that night I couldn't sleep. I tried to go to bed early. I couldn't. I just couldn't. I couldn't fucking do it, and I decided to stay up all night. And I wanted to make like a tribute video, like a music video to, like an old school music video, to
Right.
honor him. So I watched so many clips, and I just couldn't sit there and watch like the whole video of everything. I watched some, like I skimmed through a lot of them, and it was like there are some where I just came across and it was so heartbreaking. It was one of those things to where, man. So there was
Death is
one.
a tragedy. It doesn't matter how it's caused.
Yeah, but
Disease,
it's not the
murder,
end.
suicide. It's
Right, but
a tragedy,
it-
period.
You gotta like his death means so much more because
Mhm.
when I was making the video, the mom was it was Jimmy Fallon, I think, and they were talking to like a poster of him.
Yeah, and then like basically he was behind the
Right, he
poster,
was
and
behind-
then basically
Yeah. So the mom is with her son, and she's like, "Thank you for being an inspiration to my son because he only has two people to look up to, Barack Obama and him, Black Panther."
Mhm.
Wow.
And then Chadwick surprised him.
He's like, "Whoa, don't put that kind of, don't put me on the same level as Barack Obama." You got to understand that Chadwick Boseman and Black Sonic's got it. Like that is the best. I can't put it any better than that.
Mhm.
He
Yeah.
is
And
the
he's
Static
actually
Shock.
from that state. Yeah.
He is the Static Shock. He is the Black Lightning. He is the Blade. He is the inspirational superhero character. He is the Black Superman.
for this generation.
He is the Black Superman.
He's cooler than Superman. Hot take.
He is the Black Superman in a
Cooler.
movie industry where most superheroes are white.
And and also what's heartbreaking more is that he passed away on Jackie Robinson Day,
Yeah.
and he played Jackie Robinson
Yeah.
at 42.
That was an interesting twist.
He
And-
played icons in the black
Yeah.
community.
Mhm.
But like when I was making the video, I went out of my way to find clips of him smiling. Like I wanted to have clips of him smiling,
Mhm.
and it's so amazing. Like it's he meant so much, and he did so much, and he inspired people. And I remember him watching one. There's the one clip in the video where he's like, where the girl's like, "Oh, how do you feel?" "I feel good." Like, oh, he's like, "So how can you just feel good? Like, shouldn't you be ecstatic? Like, this is one of the greatest moments ever." He says, "What's better than good?" I'm like, that meant a lot because it just says that like he's very like humble and down to earth. There are reality shows right now on Hulu and Netflix where there's a bunch of fucking people that are so full of shit and so full of themselves, and they just throw money at whatever. And they're terrible fucking role models.
Yep.
But we idolize these fucking people, and then I saw some fucked up shit on the internet. Like I saw like two fucked up things on the internet over the weekend about him. Someone said a B-list actor making B-list movies, and I was if I had like this was just in a random group.
I'm gonna bet a wild guess he's probably just trolling at this point. Some of these, I don't know.
Yeah, some
people
of these people are just assholes.
people
Mhm.
trolled with Paul Walker when he passed away.
Yeah.
People trolled when Stanley passed away.
Winchester Bennington passed away.
Yeah.
I mean,
They're just there.
if you're
It sucks.
if I ever find out any of my friends are in that group of people that made fun of him without knowing, first off, the people that made fun of him, you're all pieces of fucking shit.
I hope they feel terrible now.
I hope.
Yes.
I don't give a fuck if you unsubscribe to the channel, if you fucking block me, if you hate my guts. You're a piece of fucking shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I will put my fucking foot in your ass. Death is not fucking funny. One of our Geek Survivor members, one of our interns from the, we have two divisions of Geek Survivor. We have the podcast and we have the convention group. Jerry, one of the interns for Geek Survivor, his grandfather passed away the exact same day. So, you know, I offer my condolences to Jerry as well. His grandfather passed away. You know, it's a lot. And also a few other people passed away this weekend too. The voice actor of Cyclops
From the 90s X-Men passed away. Norm Spencer passed away today. All we know is he passed away. They didn't give a cause of death. But he was best known for being Cyclops in the original Fox Kids X-Men. And also co-creator of Scooby-Doo, Joe Ruby, passed away a few days ago at the age of 87, from what I believe.
Mhm.
Sadly passed away. And was there any more?
Right. So the
Sister for the that Olympic.
Oh yeah,
right. The twin sister for the
Linda Hamilton,
Linda Hamilton, who played the original Sarah Connor in the original
Terminator.
In the original Terminator, I don't count the new one.
Yeah, the first two Terminator.
She also passed
We don't
away.
count remakes and anything after
Not
two.
Terminator Salvation. Got it.
No, because
No.
the problem with Terminator is that there's too many. There's
Twos.
Genesis and there's Dark.
She was in Dark Fate, right?
She was in Dark Fate, but there's Genesis, there's
Mhm.
Dark Fate, and then there's Terminator 3. So, which one is the
Oh.
canon one?
None.
The canon one. I think the canon one is Dark Fate.
As of now, because Genesis was the canon one originally,
Yeah, then they had it a
but now it's just like,
It's like superheroes. Whoever's the latest one is the canon one.
yeah, but it did so bad and people hated it, so now they're gonna go back to.
All their two did so bad they hated them too. And they just keep
Yeah.
making ones.
And looking back, a side note, Dark Fate, the way they did in the beginning was kind of dumb.
I gotta rewatch them. I don't
Yeah,
remember.
what-
In our chat on our Zoom temporary Frost 7, you
No,
posted
yeah,
something about the half mast.
Gabby, we were just
Oh.
talking. That's who we're talking about. Linda Hamilton's sister.
hmm
That's who we're talking about. Her twin sister, the stunt double. She was
Yeah.
her stunt double. She passed
Mhm.
away.
Oh, what Jace was referring to is because in South Carolina they ordered the flag's half staff in honor of Chadwick because he was born in Anderson, South Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's about an hour from Greenville, which is where I live.
Mhm.
So,
Wow.
And
home for
and
us.
already people
It's like
are
hometown hero.
right, and also
Yeah.
there's actually a petition to replace one of the Confederate statues with Chadwick himself,
With
which is
him, yeah.
really cool, honestly. But I know we don't want to get out politics and all that stuff, but you know that's a really cool trip. That
Yeah,
would be a-
Fuck that, man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna replace
We're
all
proud
the.
of him. It's like one of the
Let's
few
go
cool
replace
things to
all
come
the
from this
fucking
state, man.
Confederate. Let's go replace all the Confederate statues with fucking statues of Chadwick Boseman,
Oh yeah.
The Rock,
I support that.
and Bluebell Ice Cream.
Wait,
Hey, Herc.
why The Rock?
Yeah, The Rock's on.
Because he's a great person.
Yeah, but he's not dead yet.
I mean, he doesn't have to be.
Please
you
don't kill the Rock.
You don't
Don't
have
kill The
to
Rock.
be dead to have a
Don't do it.
But
statue.
it's going to
Rocky-
take quite a bit to take him down.
Rocky has a statue, a real fucking statue, and he's
Oscar de la
not-
Hoya.
Rocky is a fictional character,
Rocky
But
Balboa.
there's a statue of
There
him.
is a
But
Sylvester
it's-
statue.
Stallone is still fine.
There's a statue.
but Sylvester Stallone is still fine.
Yeah, which is, I guess.
He's okay.
And also RoboCop. There's one in Detroit.
Yeah,
There's
There
there's
is a statue of RoboCop in Detroit.
Yes,
So
they're actually
yeah,
working on
how
it.
about statues of Chadwick Boseman and Black Panther
Or just
or Thurgood
just
Marshall?
Black Panther.
Just all over South
Or Jackie
Carolina,
Robinson.
please.
I would
Like let's
just
just
go with.
let's just replace
Please.
I
the
would go with.
Confederate
Ja-
soldier.
I would go with Chadwick Boseman instead of the Black Panther,
has
considering
yeah,
that he's
just
a
as
comic book
human being.
character.
just as fictional as Rocky Balboa and RoboCop. I don't see
need
it.
to-
Before
at least
anyone
one Black
says
Panther.
anything about the Confederacy, let me put it to you like this: the Confederacy is not part of my lineage. It's
Mhm.
not part of my background. My people
Nope.
come from Mexico.
Nope.
We were Aztecs. If we had been around during the Confederacy, we would have sacrificed your asses to the sun god.
Quetzalcoatl.
It's fair. I mean, it's probably deserved at this point.
Wow. Let's put a statue of.
Yeah.
You
Get a dandelion.
destroying Confederate soldiers as a Mayan god.
I like that idea. Let's do that.
In Aztec, just sacrificing Robert
know
E.
what?
Lee.
I'm gonna put a statue of my love life.
That's like Road to El Dorado style.
Yes.
It's just Miguel and Tulio the whole time.
There you go. It's tough
I
to be a
like where
god.
this is going.
Just real quick, everybody everybody that's watching, just post in the comment. Just post in the comments what he meant to you in one sentence. In one sentence, just put what Chadwick Boseman meant to you, and then hashtag
Wakanda forever. Yeah.
We're gonna have like a 5-second moment of silence. We're gonna have a 10-second moment of silence for Jerry's grandfather, because he is a member of Geeks Five Ever, and his grandfather passed away. And as somebody whose grandfather, who also passed away from being sick, I can completely understand. So, moment of silence. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna do our interview, and we got a couple other things to talk about. Before we talk about the other elephant in the room, we need to ask our guest: how do you feel about Vic Mignogna?
That's what we're gonna
Me
start with?
personally, or just anyone.
No, like, how do you feel? Like, do you hate him? Do you like him?
General.
Middle,
This
like,
is a loaded
I
question.
like Ed.
Because we're about to talk shit about him.
It's
That's
kind
fine.
of awkward because I did meet him.
I've met him.
I met him for like 5 minutes.
I've met him. I've talked to him. I pissed him off.
You piss everybody off.
Very
That
low
is
bar.
rude.
I don't piss everybody off. I didn't piss off Walter Jones. I didn't piss off Johnny Young Bosch. I didn't piss off Jason David Frank.
Oh,
Sean Schemmel was already
You
pissed.
met Johnny Von Bosch. I quit. I'm jealous.
I've met more.
I met him
He
too.
babysat him.
Yeah, I
You
did.
met
Got
Bash
shit
the
faced.
Stampede.
And you haven't pissed off the Epic Voice guy, so at least you got that going for you.
You wouldn't let me talk.
Yet. Yet.
If you watch that whole podcast, he won't let me talk.
I watched it. It's like,
You
let him
talked.
talk. He's the guest.
I was trying to ask questions, and he started narrating my life.
Yep, because that's what he
That
does.
sounds like a good day to me, honestly.
Yeah, but he's no Morgan
Uh-huh.
Freeman.
He can do it, Morgan Freeman.
He can do it just as well as Morgan Freeman.
No, I want the real thing. I want the Wish.com version.
I want Optimus Prime to voice over my life
Wow.
for a day.
Wait,
Epic
did
Voice
you-
guy is Wish.com. Shit.
No, they-
No, he's not
I-
Wish.com.
Are you saying he shows up? Are you saying he shows up two months late to deliver anything? Is that what you're saying about Epic Voice? Guy?
Opposite. He like next day delivery. He
Actually,
showed up within
no,
like
he
3
showed-
hours.
He showed up before I could come. He showed up. It's like a packaging. It's like a package that showed up right before you click purchase. Like right as you're clicking purchase, already at the door. You're like, the fuck?
It's
Is he-
prepackaged.
Wait, he's the Minority Report of Amazon packaging.
Give it to you before you ordered it.
He's future. He's the future.
Oh yeah, he's Amazon
shipping.
Prime. We heard you were talking about this. Oh shit.
This is how old I am. I'm making Minority Report references in Road to El Dorado. That's my weird nerd spectrum.
Oh, we're old. We're
Yeah,
old
no,
here.
we're
I'm with
we're
you.
all.
I'm with you.
Except for Sonic down there. He's a
That
young
movie's
feller.
that movie's 20 years old.
Which
Shut
one?
up.
Road to
Thank
El
you,
Dorado?
calendar.
Yeah, that movie turns 20 in November.
Typical
Which
youngin.
one?
Typical youngin comment. That movie's so
Which
old.
one?
Dude, I'm like 20. I'm
It's
like in
been
my mid 20s.
84 years.
You're still
since
young.
I've seen Road to El Dorado.
To y'all, yeah.
Oh God. I remember when Kenneth.
Carlos does have a question for us. So
Jesse.
Jesse, is the VA for Starscream going to show up on the podcast in the near future? That is
Yeah,
up to Super Jew.
Well, the thing is, though,
He-
as originally we were gonna do it Friday, but you know this whole storm thing, so we're
Yes.
gonna reschedule him. So stay tuned.
As far as I know, he was willing to come on this Friday, but we haven't fully we haven't
Think
set
we
that in
have.
stone.
I think
Yeah, we
have
did.
Friday.
We already started advertising it.
Did we? It is
This
Friday.
Friday?
Yes.
I thought you had someone for Friday.
It is this
No,
Friday.
that's who I had for Friday.
That's what I was making sure. You
Okay.
never
If we
outright said
if we
his
were
name.
advertising,
No,
would've-
I thought I
would've-
said book him for next Friday.
No
Okay.
one's coming. No one's coming at all.
He's coming. Here,
Okay,
let me
because-
take care of this.
Because
Let me-
right
Goku was
now.
saying something, and then you were saying something. It's like, but not you weren't saying it to each other. You're just but each making Friday statements. It's like,
Yeah,
I'm gonna talk to each other. Have you?
Because if that was the case, I'll just work on the flyer. So stay tuned for that.
No,
y'all.
but it's because whenever I say something in the chat, because we have a group chat for the staff and for the podcast, and whenever I say something in the chat, I have to direct it towards everyone, so that way no one's like, "Who you talking to?"
Right.
Because
You said
like
we have someone for Friday. I
y'all
was like,
fucking woke me up.
is it the
I don't
same
know if it was
Friday?
yesterday or today, but I look at the fucking messenger and there's like 7 messages, and you know, like I sometimes I fall asleep next to my phone, so I hear ding, ding.
You can turn off the thing while you're asleep.
It's a weird
Yeah.
concept.
Because I have like a regular day schedule, so I'm up posting.
Danilyn's here. She wants to know what she missed. Take it away, Super Jew.
What did you miss, Dandelion?
She just showed up.
No, she was here earlier.
She was here.
She said she
She said
left
hey.
and came back.
Oh, okay. Sorry, it's kind of outdated for on our
10-second moment of silence, and now we're gonna talk some shit about Vic.
And interview our lovely guest.
Never met him. I can't even really place him in too many works besides Ruby off the top of my head immediately. But I don't like a couple of interviews he just did, so I can't fully judge him as a person, but at the moment, not a fan.
Yeah, so Danilyn, we had a moment.
We are going to judge him as a person.
I'm gonna judge him.
Oh
as a-
yay.
He's a piece of shit. Anyways,
He's got talent, but it doesn't cover up the
that-
shit he
that's a
talks about.
stretch.
I mean, like, I don't know all of the stuff that he did, so I can't form a non-biased thing. I know what this one thing he said I don't like. I don't know if he says, and I heard about some other shit that he did, and I don't know all the story of everything, so I just don't have too much of an
I
opinion.
just loved your explanation. I heard things and some stuff and some
true.
words and some sentences, and
It's just-
I don't
just
know,
the-
but
the
I'm
way
not
he-
gonna say nothing.
the way Goku said it's like,
There were
and
shapes.
she was doing this like they were shaking, and I heard stories like this, and
Yeah.
Gotta
So
hold
I
the
see.
phone still.
You ever seen the
Oh,
Boondocks?
yeah.
The Boondocks.
No worries,
in
sorry.
there's an episode of the Boondocks where they have like a black eyewitness, and Huey's like, "Damn it, I hate black eyewitnesses." And the guy's like, "Oh man, you should have seen it. I seen it all. I seen the whole thing. You missed it. I saw it all. I was there. I saw it. You missed it. You missed the whole thing. You should have seen it. I saw everything." That was you.
Yeah, sorry. So
but it's okay. Don't
let me do a quick
She
thing.
didn't
So
see anything.
didn't see anything. So yeah, let me do a quick update. So yeah, new blank wall, because I'm not in my place no more.
What does that
I
have to do with
moved.
Vic?
fuck off, man. Let me do my thing. So yeah. So no, shut the fuck up. Let me explain. I have to hold my mic, so I apologize if the audio sucks more.
Still a good mic.
Because I can't put my fucking mic stand up. Because I'm in a fucking hotel that doesn't have real desks. Or it has these desks with like extra embellishments, so it's stupid.
Okay, once again, the fuck does that have to do with it?
Motherfucker, you get to talk all you want. Let me talk.
You don't see me talking about like, yeah, you know, my microphone is in a different position because I'm moving shit around once again in my room.
And to be fair,
I was going to mention that. Why's your microphone in a different position?
No, it's because she's in because she explained earlier she's in a hotel.
Oh, I
Not my
know.
room. I'm in a
I'm messing
hotel
with Goku now.
in Conroe.
All right, our guest has a question. They raised their
Thank
hand
you,
like this is
Gabby.
all-
Thank
no,
you so
no,
much.
I was just motioning like, what's happening?
We're bitching at each
Sorry,
other.
this is what happens. So trust me.
We haven't
It's
seen,
okay.
we haven't done a podcast since Wednesday, and it wasn't a really good one.
So we got to
Well,
bitch at
that's
each other.
cool. I've never done a podcast.
Oh wow.
Neither have we.
Very
it
professional.
shows.
This is a live stream.
Yeah,
It's
no,
not a podcast.
No, it's both.
We're a video podcast.
I'm using my work headset. It's very fashionable.
No,
Love
okay,
it.
so take it away, Sonic. What do we got on Vic?
Alrighty, so most people don't know, and to the surprise of nobody, there was a convention that happened this past weekend, UltraCon,
UltraCon,
in Florida, to the surprise of nobody.
Florida.
Well,
That
the
makes
reason we
sense that it was in Florida.
I know, right?
That
They're
was my
pretty much
Florida
they're.
sigh.
So anyway, as the reason we talk about Vic is because Vic was a guest at UltraCon, and what people got out of it was Vic is out there thinking that COVID is a joke. He pretty much was just, I don't know, in a jokingly way, he just said, you know, us Super Saiyans, you know, we don't believe in COVID and all that and a bunch of shit. Which is funny he says it because there's videos surfaced on Twitter about him saying this.
Okay, wait. So I tried watching the video you had sent,
Mhm.
but I couldn't make out what he was saying because, you know, it was
Pretty
like-
much, yeah. Pretty much he was just I know it was like bad quality, but it's like pretty.
Yeah.
I don't know. First off, the stage is in the dealer's room, which I guess,
Did it-
first off,
Didn't
I
Goku
mean-
die of a disease?
Wait, who?
Not our Goku. Like
he died of a
Younger
heart
Goku.
disease.
he
But
died
Again,
of a disease, right?
Nothing I
Yeah.
know anything
Hmm.
about.
But anyway, so he basically was like making like jokes about it, and then he says this while not wearing a mask, while the audience was wearing a mask
And yelling.
and yelling. And what's so unbelievable too is just like,
Saying shit like we're social distancing, right? And you can clearly see people standing right next to each other.
yeah, even though they are wearing masks, but at the same time, you know,
They're
Yeah.
still standing right fucking
next
next
to each other.
to each other.
I wouldn't want to be that close to Vic if
All
it's
right,
a normal
all
situation.
right. I need Sonic to finish.
So basically, and then he had a birthday shout on Twitter. He's like, "Oh, thank you guys. You know, this birthday is all thing." And he went on to kind of way still, you know, remind people, "Hey, you know, this whole COVID thing, you know, we can't stop people." And then what sucks is that the audience had the audacity, "Oh, don't listen to them, man. Keep doing you, man. We want to go to conventions too, and this whole thing is fake and all that shit." Which that's pretty much what I could tell. And also, he's one of those people, like you say, he doesn't really believe in all that stuff. Which it's bad enough. He already has a bad reputation. I think bad reputation is an understatement. But you know, it's just quite fitting. Which is pretty funny because in the stage he was standing on when he was talking to the audience, there's a trash can right next to it, so it's quite fitting, don't you think?
I thought the trash can was the guest.
He's among company. I don't know.
Well, yeah.
You're not wrong.
The guest is Vic Mignogna. The dude talking is Vic. It's not really him. It's actually he stole somebody's body and controls it with the brain.
I have a question for the trash can.
And you can
Yeah.
get Clint Eastwood next to him and have him play with the chair, and then it'll be the whole thing.
And
We debate
And-
the trash can and the chair.
and this
Yes.
whole thing.
2020.
It's our election. Yeah.
All right, but what did he say? Like,
He just jokingly pretty much he just like pretty much jokingly blow it off, like he was saying, "Oh, you know, us Super Saiyans, we don't believe in COVID." From what I've heard, it's hard to tell with the audio quality.
Yeah.
Okay, the Super Saiyan part I didn't hear, but I
I didn't
remember
fully hear
him
that either.
saying like he didn't believe in COVID or something about COVID being not a big fucking deal, and then people were screaming legendary Super Saiyan at him, and I was like, oh my god.
I'm getting really sick of hearing people say they don't believe in COVID. It's not.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert. It's not. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to be that. I'm not going to be that kind of Jew.
But then,
It's not
regarding
like fairies
It's
if
not-
you don't believe in them.
Huh?
It's not like the fairies. If you don't believe in them enough, they die.
Oh,
You have to actually believe in them.
I've been a.
I've got to pause.
Yeah, I don't.
Sorry, I forgot.
Like,
cosplayer.
sorry, it's not, Santa Claus or anything like that. It's viruses are real, people. I don't know how fucking clear to make that shit.
Wait, Santa Claus
Listen to
isn't real?
Dr. Fauci.
You know what? Shut up. I didn't want to be that Jew, but I'm going to be that Jew today.
What the fuck?
How dare you speak truth?
just broke Goku's
so
heart.
sorry.
we saw
Holy
Heartbreaker.
shit.
We have young people. They should be watching this.
I
debate.
still believe in
Should've been
Santa
watching.
Claus. What the fuck?
I'm sorry.
I hope young people aren't watching this.
And I'm in my 30s.
This is an adult podcast. You should know better.
Oh my god.
If there's any kids out there watching here,
Oh, right. No,
Right.
that's
Good
where we
job.
draw the line.
You're cool.
A grown ass man believing in Santa Claus is the dumbest fucking thing you ever heard. But there are people that out there that believe the earth is flat and flying through fucking space like a frisbee.
I should have
They've
said
heard-
that instead.
oh,
you are
they've
correct.
heard-
I don't
I mean,
mind
that
people
explains
believing
the
Santa
state
Claus
of
is real and fairies and all that, but yeah, the earth is also not.
What were we going to say, Sonic?
Oh well, I don't know about the Earth is flat, but they heard some interesting things.
Oh, my God.
okay.
He's not a flat earther, is he?
Yes, he's a.
Isn't
He
it?
says no,
Who?
he's not a flat earther. He just he heard some things.
That are
Who,
interesting.
Vic?
Yeah.
No,
AJ.
no. AJ Styles. He's a wrestler.
I was like, what was that?
Dropped on his head too many
Oh,
times.
that guy.
I'm a theater person.
Well, isn't
anyway-
there also like an
I
NBA
don't
player
know
who
wrestling.
who like thinks the same thing, or is the same
Yes.
thing? Like I just heard some stuff. I don't fully believe in
Yes,
it, but I
but he's
believe.
an idiot. We don't like listening to him.
No, but anyway, regarding the whole Vic thing, and then of course a lot of people had this opportunity to pretty much roast him on Twitter, including someone. I shit you not. Someone said this. Maybe Vic would have paid more attention to COVID if it was a little girl.
Oh, I did see that comment.
Oh my
I was like,
God.
didn't
I was
Sonic
like,
or
no,
Super
you
Juice say that?
didn't.
I said
No.
that. I
Somebody-
found that on Twitter.
Like, if
Oh
COVID-19 was a
God.
19, if COVID-19 was a 9-year-old girl, maybe Vic would pay attention to it.
Why would I say that?
That's you say all
I
kinds
would've
of
said
fucked
it.
up shit.
If I saw, I would have said it.
But I wouldn't say that.
Someone on Twitter said that and just
Not near her
blew,
white wall, she wouldn't.
blew me away. I was like, wow.
For a break.
You two and your white walls. I
Have you,
swear.
to our guest, temporary Frost 7, have you ever met Vic in person?
I did a couple years ago for like 5 minutes.
How'd that
seemed
go?
fine. I didn't really know too much of the drama. It was all right. He was like a little huggy, but apart from that, it was fine. I was also.
He's a little
like,
huggy!
was it really?
He's Goku. He's a little huggy.
Listen, I hug a post, so I don't know. Like I said, I don't really. I'm kind of in between.
So
It's
show us
awkward.
on
Did
the
he
doll.
charge you
Like met
$50 to
Show us
for
on the
the
doll
5 minutes?
where he hugged you. Was it like a
Shoulders.
hug around
Up
the
here.
of the back, or did he like butt grab you? Or
I'm not 9. I'm fine.
oh wow, I'm gonna
Well
get
played.
sued.
Anyway,
That's
so
fired.
it's
gonna-
weird for me because I've actually met Monica Rial too the year after, so it's kind of like
Oof. It's an oof moment.
No, it's kind of because I've had like decent like meetings with both of them, and I was just like, I don't know, I just want to stay out of this because it's weird.
Mhm.
It's like a
just
conflicting,
kinda-
conflicting.
And I haven't really paid attention much to it, honestly.
Well, I told her, I took her side right away. Like, I got your back. Fuck Vic. Oh, she's like, oh, do you? And she asked me like, why?
Yeah.
Like, why? Because I met him at a con, and because he was being a little bitch, and they had to cancel the cosplay contest like halfway through. And she's like, oh shit, I didn't know that. Oh yeah, because he needed
Yeah,
an
but
extra
Monica
hour
Rial
of
was pretty nice.
he needed an extra hour of practice time to warm up his vocal cords. I got this warm up right here. Gonna punch him in the lip.
Where I was gonna
That's
say, where are you
how
gonna put
vocal
that,
warm-up
Goku?
works.
Yeah, in
I
his
don't
throat.
think that's how that works.
It's gonna fist him.
In his throat.
Good old throat fisting.
Good old throat
You
fist.
might like that.
That was a very loud silence just there.
I'm gonna give him a flat lip.
It's like,
How about
oh.
that? Is it fat or flat?
One of our
Fat.
viewers
I think
one of
it's
our
fat
one
lip.
of,
Gordo.
Okay.
one of our viewers just said Vic is so perverted he makes Herbert from Family Guy look like a normal guy.
You mean they're
Oh,
not the same
no.
person?
I actually know that reference, and I don't even watch Family
oh
Guy.
my god!
I don't
Finally.
either. There's a dog and a
He's the
baby, I
old
guess.
pervert.
Well, I know that part too, but still.
Fat man, do you want to see the baby and the dog?
Shit! Fucking Dandelion. Woo. That's cold. That is the most savage thing I've heard all day.
The earth is
When I
flat,
hear about
it's
Vic, I
round.
think of the vapor rub. It gets in places where you don't want it.
Yeah.
That's the comment.
I need a stiff drink.
All right, we're gonna go. We're gonna go meet Vic, but we need a sacrificial lamb. So Super Jew, you're gonna take one for the team
Why?
because you're gonna have to let him hug you inappropriately. Like, oh.
We've already met him. Yeah, we've already met him.
No, but we
So
need
it's
to
definitely
meet
somebody
him.
else.
We need to
Oh,
meet him
okay.
post COVID and post allegations.
Do I look like a 9-year-old girl?
In the right light, maybe.
The scary
That's actually.
question.
Well, I've never been called that young, but I have been called like some people still think I'm as young as like 15 or something. I've been called that to my face. Like, how old are you?
No, it's worth a risk. Let's do it.
Late 20s.
I mean, it's either you or we
look like
throw a
you're
wig on.
15.
Look, either way,
Oh,
it's
cool.
either you or we throw a wig on Jace.
Wear like a
I
veil.
support the second.
Yeah. Okay. I don't.
I'll cosplay as Link from where he dresses in drag. So I'll wear that veil so the kids.
I was
Got it.
thinking more like Cloud, but okay.
You can do
You
like
gotta
a
cover the
COVID
beard.
veil. Like,
Okay. I'll be your fake jailbait.
I didn't say
Saying
it
I
like
can't
that.
pull off the wig.
I've seen Vic.
Hips don't lie.
I've seen Vic
terrible
You gotta get rid of that beard
I
first.
don't like
He
it.
doesn't just
I don't
touch.
like it at all.
He doesn't just inappropriately touch underage girls. He also inappropriately touches of age women.
Oh, okay. Cool. I can still do that.
I mean, yeah.
And
I
once
mean,
again, Jace, you would have to shave your beard.
I
know you're pretty partial to that beard.
You can't see it.
Right, he
You
could just
wear
wear a
a veil.
COVID
yeah,
mask.
but
He'd be
he
fine.
likes to get really close. He's actually kissed a few of his fans.
Yeah.
That's when the big reveal comes. And I tear it off like, aha! I was a man all
Yeah, no,
along.
Vic.
What the fuck?
Now
Are you,
you're
what are you, a
gay.
Scooby Doo villain? Ha ha!
Reverse Scooby Doo.
What?
Who
Actually
got
worked.
away
What
It's a
Scooby Doo
Aha,
villain was
I'm
like,
a trap.
aha,
with
it's
that
me.
meddling Jace?
Nobody. Actually let me rephrase that. Recently, Scoob, the new Scoob movie, they actually had somebody who revealed himself like
Oh, okay.
Uh
never mind.
huh.
that. Yeah,
I
he
still
did.
need to
Ah,
see that movie.
I
Is
was
it
a
good?
trap.
We saw it on HBO Max. We briefly talked about it in one of the podcasts. It was okay.
Oh, by
There-
the
there
way,
were-
I've been
Better than New
watching.
Mutants?
Just to let you know, I've been watching Fresh Prince of Bel Air on the account that we're sharing.
HBO Max.
Oh, yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. I've been watching a lot of Disney Plus, so I couldn't tell.
Well, because somebody was watching South Park,
Yeah, it's me.
and I watched one episode of Batwoman so I could watch the 5 episodes of the.
Oh, that was you? Okay. That explains
I
it.
wanted to watch the 5 episodes of the Crisis on Infinite Earths.
Okay, that's fine.
I was let down so badly. That was not good.
Oof.
And I like the Flash. I like the Legends of Tomorrow, but that crossover event, I had so much hope and hype for it, and all the cameos were just like that. They were just brief, very, very brief cameos. Like none of them had anything to do with the story.
Do you think Crisis on Infinite Earth would have worked as a movie, or it would have worked as a TV, multiple parts and all that?
I think it could have worked as a show if they would have been given a bigger budget.
Like its own show.
No, it
Yeah.
can't be its own show.
Or would it work like on HBO Max, for example, not on
Yeah, I
CW?
think it-
Oh, yeah, like a miniseries.
Like if it had like the Zack Snyder cut budget.
Mhm.
Oh fucking yeah, I would. Oh, I would
$200
watch the shit
million.
out of it. Because they had Burt Ward or
You're sorry.
Burt
Burt
and
Ward
Ernie.
was in there for like a second.
What?
They
You
had
mean the original Robin? Yeah, Burt Ward.
They had
Avenue Q
the-
there? What?
Voy a bajarle a la 1. Hable temprano eso, papi.
See.
See.
Hable todo eso.
Haha.
They had They had Huntress from that Birds of Prey TV show that came on TV for like one season. That one was pretty awful.
From the original Birds of
I
Prey,
liked
the one
it.
in the early 2000s.
Yeah, what's her name? Ashley Greenwood.
Yeah.
What show?
She's just like
Birds of Prey.
running. She's just like kind of shitty parkouring
I
through
wanna
like
see it.
this fucking like a building. Not even a building top.
Series of steps.
It was so bad. Like she's
Sounds
running
really gross.
away
Shitty
from like
parkouring.
well, she's
I
running
do
away
that.
from like the fucking red light, the white light or whatever the fuck that's destroying the world. Like she's gonna get away from it or something.
Don't worry, it can't take the stairs.
It was so bad. Like it didn't make any
He just
sense.
jumps it.
Oh, like the Bruce
whatever,
one,
I like
they
that
had
show.
Kevin what was it?
Kevin Conroy.
Kevin Conroy. He was in there,
I met
and
him.
his made sense. Like he's like, fuck it, let it kill us.
Yeah, and for most people who don't know, that's the guy who voiced Batman in Batman the Animated
That's
Series.
Batman.
Also, Arkham City, Arkham
If you
Asylum,
don't know who
Arkham
that
Knight.
is,
Killing
unsubscribe.
What's wrong with you?
This Batman is like he's the damaged, deranged Batman that said fuck it and started killing all of his enemies. And the last one he had killed was Superman.
Okay, I can get
Hmm.
behind that.
He's like,
Yeah.
once you take a life, then you take another, and another, and another, and
Gotta
another.
catch
Next
up.
thing you know,
Come on.
Yeah.
Oh,
You're
like-
done. You won.
you
There's no more
won.
lives
It's
to take.
over. You killed
Ta-da.
Superman. You're in an ectoskeleton. You fucked up. You probably can't shit right anymore.
You're in a what?
He was in an ectoskeleton because Superman fucked
You mean
him
an
up.
exoskeleton?
Exoskeleton. Because the way you said
What the
ecto is
fuck?
like Ghostbusters.
Oh, my bad, yeah.
Ectoplasm.
Mexican!
Powered by
Time over to
ghosts.
skeleton.
Yeah, leave
Yeah.
it to
Yes.
the white.
What the new
Leave,
movie
leave,
is
leave it
about?
to the white
Knew it.
people to like be like, oh,
Sorry.
spell check,
That's what we're here for.
spell check.
Yep.
White people
Spell
aren't
check
the
the
only ones that
Mexican.
read,
over
Goku.
countries or anything. For spelling assistance.
The spelling bee.
Anyways, he fought Superman, killed him. He had his glasses as like a trophy, and they're like, "Who do you think put him in that thing?" I'm like, "Oh shit!" And Kara was like, "You killed my cousin. Fuck your cousin." I'm like, "Damn." He didn't say that, but he might as well
That
have.
was the
Wow,
attitude,
Warner
yeah.
Brothers.
I think
Yeah.
the Crisis on Infinite Earths crossover was actually really bad, and I give it like a 4 out of. I give it like a 4 out of 10.
Right, like I
I
said,
was
I
gonna
think
say, how far are you going with this?
like I
Four
said
out of
before,
five's a
I
good
think
ratio.
it probably would have worked good like as a miniseries on HBO Max or something like that.
Right, like yeah, do the
Yeah.
5-part series, but with a bigger budget. When I said 4, I meant to say 4R5. That's why I kind of sounded like 4
Oh,
out of
okay.
5, but it was 4R5.
I would say 5 out of 5.
No,
I
I
didn't
give it-
watch the
Well,
whole
no,
thing.
like, okay, so quick tangent on weird rating systems.
Score,
So,
I didn't see it.
so when I was 18, I went to China with like my Chinese teacher and my classmates and some of my classmates. And so Chinese toilets, there's a thing. So they're all like in the ground. It's modern
Squatty
plumbing,
potties.
not even squatty potties.
Okay, it's
Hold on, let me get
toilets
to my
in
point.
China, not Chinese toilets. They don't
Yes.
flush with an accent.
No, but they're not. No,
Wait,
okay,
say it
so-
like
hold on. I know I said it wrong, but hold on.
it's okay.
Okay, so no, yeah, they're in the ground. It's still modern plumbing, but it's in the ground. So you have to like squat for it.
You have to really aim.
And- Yeah, and I don't know how women do it. I can't do it. Their handicap toilets were, of course, like what we're used to, the ones where you sit down on. And so we were at this one park, and there's actually a sign that the bathroom was rated 4 stars. And so I went up to my group and was like, "This bathroom is rated 4 stars." And we were all like, 4 stars out of what?
Out of 4.
Like my
18.
aunt. Yeah, like my aunt
4 out of
and
100.
my aunt, my classmate, and a few other kids that we actually came up with like a song. We made up a song for all the toilets on our trip, and we
Wow.
just
That's
Yeah.
dedication.
and I still remember it.
Potty Poetry by Super.
It's still better than Twilight.
So yeah,
Probably shorter than it, too.
so yeah, rating systems are weird.
Yes, so today's podcast is brought to you by toilets in other countries.
I thought you were
Remember,
You're gonna
when
say
traveling
Twilight.
and seeing
Oh,
the world,
no.
remember, when COVID-19 is finally over, the pandemic has come to an end, and the world is now again safe, and the Europeans are now allowing Americans back. When you go to another foreign country, remember to respect their way of life. Sometimes they pee on trees, sometimes they pee on the ground. Sometimes they have outhouses. Sometimes the toilets are on the floor. Sometimes they're on the
Buckets.
ceiling. Sometimes they have buckets. Sometimes some people don't even pee. But regardless, always carry Lysol disinfectant wipes. Remember, when sitting down to take care of business, you don't want to catch ass herpes.
We are not sponsored by Lysol.
No, we're not, but we do have
We
do have an affiliate now. I forgot to finalize it with yes,
We
we
have a
do.
what?
We have an
Man
affiliate. No, we do. We have an official affiliate. I have.
Tell.
Oh
Nice.
yes, I will give you the deets.
Later.
This is so exciting.
No, right now I'm gonna do it right now. I was supposed to finalize it with them. This podcast is brought to you by.
You can't even say it.
Absolutely.
Oh no, we are now affiliates of No Name Nerd. Now, starting tomorrow and forward, we will have a link to their store so you can actually order merchandise. And with our link, you'll be able to get 10% off your purchase. We have our own coupon code, but when you click on the link and purchase items through the link, it'll automatically apply your discount for 10% off all of your purchases using
You have
the
to click on
unique
the mic?
coupon code. So we're going to start doing that tomorrow. I have to finalize it with them. But their logo is going to be on our podcast and everything from now on.
Cool.
And
Goodbye,
for those of you,
Bear or
and for-
Patrick.
and for those of you wondering, yes, we do get something. And also, we're also brought to you by. Oh no, wait, I dropped them as a sponsor.
Oh, let me go ahead and ask this because I know someone's going to think about it sooner or later. Frost 7, are bears real or fake?
Are bears real or fake?
That is a
If
thing.
it's listen, if it's the New Mutants, then it's a demon bear. Spoilers. And if it's real life, then they're fake.
Bears are fake. You heard it here.
Bears do not exist
Yes.
unless they are a demon.
I think
According
Goku
to
froze.
Frost 7. No, he's
Oh,
there.
never mind. Okay, I was gonna say because he was like frozen still, like
No, he just wasn't making faces.
That would be ironic as shit.
Oh no. I'm gonna assume
Who
that I
said
said the
the
right
AM word?
thing, which is never true.
So no, yeah.
You heard
So
it
they're
here
called
first.
No Name Nerd.
Oh, okay.
Did someone trick you?
N. No Name Nerd.
Okay.
That's my
Dot
middle
com.
name.
Oh, hey.
Hey.
Ooh,
that.
the logo.
Where's our logo? I mean, we got
Actually,
lots
we
of them.
can sell custom merchandise with them.
Ooh.
So yeah, no, definitely researching it.
Options are
I
options.
signed up for it, and we got approved to be on their affiliate program. So yes, our first affiliation program, and their links will be in the description below or above us on YouTube, our Facebook, our Twitch. So starting tomorrow, you'll be able to check that out and check out their merchandise. And through our link, you do get 10% off all of your purchases, not just the first one. And it not just helps you out to get a discount, but it helps out the channel as well.
so it's a two-way street.
Yes.
It's a win-win.
Yep.
It's a win-win for us, and it's a win-win for them.
Do you have to
Oh
click
my
on the
God, their shit
microphone?
is expensive.
It's a win for somebody.
You need that code.
Oh my God.
So do you
yeah.
have to click on the mic?
Yes, just wait, what?
Most sites, yep. Yeah, most websites when they get like
But you
sponsored.
said Mike, that's why it threw me off. I'm like, what? Am
Yeah.
I muted?
Yeah. No. God.
You meant link.
Wherever.
No. No.
No.
Most sites have a thing like, hey, did you hear us on a podcast or the radio? Click on the mic.
No, that's not what it said on the email.
No,
Okay.
just we'll explain
Bring
it
it.
after.
We'll do it live.
We'll do it live.
I'm old enough to understand.
No, it
that
just says
reference.
that the only thing that they ask is that we don't alter their. Okay, so it says right here.
I don't think there's stuff here we're not supposed to tell it during the podcast.
Yeah.
Might as well wait until
Yeah.
after.
It's not
Yeah.
official
Save-
anyway.
save-
It's not official just yet.
Save it for later.
And they don't
But
care.
as soon as they hear this, they'd be like, "Yeah, we're gonna
So let-
drop you." For
So let's
bringing
get
that
this.
up."
So let's get this runaway train back on track.
No, it just
Yeah.
says that we gotta just have their logo and a link. That's
Okay.
it. What's the next sponsor? Pornhub? Maybe.
I mean, sure, they'll sponsor anything.
I thought
They
it was
will.
extremerestraints.com.
It just depends on like.
ExtremeRestraints.com is great handcuffs.
Also, G Fuel
That's
too.
their trademark. It's just called great.
It just depends on which one of the co-hosts are willing to start making videos for Pornhub.
You can put anything on it.
1, 2, 3,
I
hot
know
it.
where we
Say
both are.
anything.
I'm pointing.
Hold
I'm pointing at the two possible candidates.
I had to make sure because again we are shuffled and I'm not paying attention to
Well,
the actual.
not on the podcast. We're not.
I'm only watching us on Zoom and I'm watching the comments over here
He was
Switching
pointing
gears
at me
now.
and
because
you.
there's a delay
Super
and it's
Chew.
messing with my head.
He was pointing at both of us.
Yes. What?
Okay.
I will. It will be non-mature content. It'll just be like
Just because you're on, just because you're
content.
just because you're making content for Pornhub doesn't mean it has to be porn.
I know it's gonna be really boring, dumb shit.
They have anime. Like for a while, Pornhub was the only website on the internet with 1080p anime.
Yeah, they showed the whole My Hero Academia movie on there
They did.
in
What?
good quality.
It, like
Oh my god.
before we got free streaming anime on
The second
websites
one?
like YouTube, where it was the full fucking video instead of like the 3 parts for one episode. Like they had full episodes in high definition.
Time to be alive.
What a time to be alive.
Yes, it was.
30 years from now, YouTube and Pornhub have joined
I'm gonna-
together.
I'm gonna post my D&D
Damn.
stream on Pornhub.
Oh
Man.
no. There is the word dungeons in that. You can that could work.
You can look up D&D in there too. You'll get up nerd shit too.
Man takes party of 5 in D&D.
true.
Carlos got it in the comments.
Jace will do D&D and Pornhub, but with an inappropriate title.
It won't be that hard. I know the people I work with. They'll give me the
Yeah, that's
inappropriate
what
Dicks and
title here in the game.
dicks and dildos. There you go. D&D dicks and dildos.
Okay, I have a question. Who's using a wireless mic headset?
I'm plugged in.
All of us have Yetis.
I'm plugged in.
Wait,
Why?
headset or mic?
Because I'm about to buy something that connects to the Yeti, but it'll send a Bluetooth it'll send a signal through Bluetooth, so I can
Oh.
connect to Bluetooth headphones. So I didn't know if somebody was already doing that.
What is this?
I'm not.
Interstellar? What?
I know, right?
Tell her.
I'm always
Yes.
Okay, so about the
God
podcast,
damn
like
it! I just
we're
got
always-
this fucking thing.
we're always looking for ways to like improve the podcast. And I don't like the cable. I really don't.
Because it's long as hell.
No, because it's always getting in the fucking way whenever I'm watching videos.
Just like you should get like a little like, I don't know. There's like some, I don't know. I know people who like use like a little like tape or something like that, or a wire. They just like, keeps it still and not get in the way.
Thank you, Goku.
I know,
What
right?
just happened?
I didn't know the flash was on.
He took a selfie.
Well, we can still see you bring your phone up, though. We can see
Yeah.
that.
No, you can't. You're blind.
And we saw
Oh, after
everything.
that flash? Yeah.
You were on camera.
You're
Well,
blind.
it's the second hour. I think we should probably interview our guests.
Yeah, so
Yeah, it was-
so tell us. Okay, so
What? I'm here?
yes, temporary
God.
frost
You shut
7.
your
So
party.
tell us a
Scared
little
you
bit about
away yet?
yourself. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
No.
Are you a cosplayer, vendor, Pornhub
Maybe.
enthusiast?
Wait, did you? I thought you said airbender. I was like, I'm a water.
No,
bender.
bender, just bender. Like
There you go.
like dealer.
Earthbender.
Vendor.
Who
with
the
a V.
fuck wants to be an earthbender?
I am because I'm an
Earthbender.
earth elemental.
Tough, excuse you.
Oh my
Yeah,
god,
fuck you.
let me throw some mud at somebody. I'm an earthbender. Oh.
This is an M. Night Shyamalan earthbending. This is good earthbending.
Thank you. It's not M. Night Shyamalan
The
and
real-
Ding Dong. It's
the
the,
real-
actual.
I want to be an airbender because I could be Darth Vader, like just choke the shit out of people, just like you under.
It's real
Yeah.
handy
Yeah.
to like
You can do
collapse
that-
that metal building you're in.
But you can do that with water bending too, technically, if you
But you know,
master
earthbenders
blood
are
bending.
useless. They just throw
That's
things.
that's not choking them though. You're like with air, like he's
You're
literally
choking them?
suffocating them with the force. So airbending and the force are almost like similar, except you can't stop battle cruisers with airbending.
You know how long it takes to suffocate?
This isn't X-Men
4
First
minutes.
Class. Come on.
You know how long it takes to drop a building on a person when you're an earthbender?
At least 8
seconds.
seconds.
That. So
You know-
you're suffocating me.
You know who can stop a building from falling in the air?
Oh, do tell.
Darth Vader.
I thought it was the demon bear.
You're not wrong. But we're not talking
Demon
about
bear.
Darth Vader.
Yes,
we
we
had a
are.
brief conversation about which bender would win in a fight or something. We could do that another time, though. We have a guest today.
Yes, we do.
We have the water bending
To be fair, I
temporary
instigated that.
frost 7.
That was my fault.
Right, our guest started that.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Dandelion and
that
Carlos,
was
for
my
having my
fault.
back. You guys get like Jewish cookies later
Whoa.
when we can all
That
meet
sounds
together.
really
What are
dirty.
Jewish cookies?
You don't want to know.
They're
It kind of
kosher.
does, but I'm
They're
into
bland.
it.
They
and
literally are.
They're bland.
They're
and
called black and
flavorless.
whites.
Ooh. Also
They're
tastes
literally
like
called
that.
black and whites. They're just sugar cookies with black and white icing.
Okay, so
Nuts.
like, are you a cosplayer? Are you like a dealer, an artist?
I'm a stranger on the internet. I'm actually I've been a cosplaying for about 7 years, and I've just recently started getting back into my art. I haven't really sold a whole lot, but I have sold a few friends. I'm not cool enough to have a vendor or anything, but I mostly do cosplay.
Hmm.
And you said you've been cosplaying for 7 years.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's
Before
actually.
I knew it was cosplay. I didn't know.
How old were you when you started cosplaying?
Oh no, this is a dangerous question for a woman to ask.
Well, no, we're
Don't
actually
ask a
everyone's
woman
pretty
that
open
what
about
she
when they
is.
first discovered it. Like, I didn't discover cosplaying until
know.
like I was 19.
That's fair.
Goku.
jeez.
Goku, how old are you?
I'm 32, motherfucker.
28.
There
I was
we go.
28. I was
See?
28, yeah.
We're all old here.
I think I'm older than everybody though.
No, if you do math, Goku, you realize you're not.
Jeez.
I didn't mean together.
1984.
I
is the
didn't mean
greatest year.
combine the
Yes.
fucking ages.
Oh,
Oh, I'm just saying,
got it.
28 plus
That's
7
when I
is
was
not
born.
33.
Yeah.
You sure?
Do the math.
You sure about that?
Oh, let's just move on past math.
Yeah.
Wait. Where did we get 28 plus 7?
Who's a
You
28 plus
said
7?
7 years ago. That's I was 28 when I first started cosplaying.
Oh.
So 28
And then
plus
she said her
7
birth
is-
year. If you
I
were
thought
paying
you
attention.
said you were
35.
28. Like
I can
that's your
pretend to be
age
28.
now.
This is like the reading math tests in
Said I
your
was 28.
school stuff.
Well, no, I have to fucking constantly watch the program because it's been acting weird since last week. Probably
Yeah,
have
I
to
was-
uninstall it and reinstall
I was
it.
20 when I discovered this stuff.
Yeah, you kind of get hooked.
I was cosplaying for a long time, but I didn't necessarily make costumes during all of it. I made a costume that's rode that out for like 3 or so years. So altogether, I probably cosplayed as long as you, just over a longer period of time.
Fair.
Hmm.
Like when I started it, I didn't realize I was cosplaying. I was just like really obsessed and put too much effort into it. Like next thing I know, I'm almost winning stuff. Almost, but you know.
At some point,
Oh,
it
yeah,
teeters
yeah,
over
it's been
from
pretty fun.
costume to cosplay.
Yeah,
Costume.
and the first time I did, I was like, I'm in cosplay now. I don't know what that is, and then it's just kind of went down from that. And I can't escape. Please help me. I can't get out of this.
Once you're in, you've bought too many supplies to get out.
It's true. You go to that hobby store too many
so we have a
times,
question
and they
for
know you by
you.
name, and you just can't leave.
So
Yes.
the audience has a question for you. To the guest, what was
Oh,
your
no.
favorite cosplay when you started out?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Well, my very first one is part of my handle. That's why my handle has the frost in it. It was actually Jack Frost from Rise of the Guardians. So, he's got a special
I
place in
forgot
my
all
heart.
about
Yeah.
that. I thought like frost was like some frosting or some shit
What?
like that.
No, it's probably I'll admit.
No, it's not
Al-
after cake.
I'll admit when I heard Frost, I thought it was like Emma Frost from like I thought it was
No.
but like when you met Jack Frost, it's Rise of I was like, oh, Rise of the Guardians.
Yeah, but I have actually cosplayed Rogue recently, last year and the year before that, and then she's got a special place in my heart as
Okay.
well. So, she's pretty great.
What did you think of Rogue from the movies
Jack
that
Frost
came
was
out?
my very first.
Anna Paquin.
Which one?
Just
Anna
all the
Paquin.
Anna
And a
Paquin.
Paquin.
Quinn.
Anna Paquin. Anna
Sorry.
Pakistan.
Isn't
You
there only
Paquin.
one?
Anna packing some
Isn't
heat.
there only one rogue though?
Yeah, Anna Paquin.
In,
Yes.
in the movies, there's only one.
The cartoon one, yeah.
Yeah, that too.
Which cartoon?
I don't know.
One's
It's
The 92 one.
I'm just saying.
That was the best one.
I
That's the
remember.
cosplay
I
I had.
remember
It
being a
was.
kid.
It's a
I was in
91.
high. I think I was already. I think it was in middle school or high school. I remember watching X-Men because I watched X-Men in the 90s. I wasn't a
Mhm.
big fan of the cartoon, but I remember Rogue having an accent.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
has like a like a Orlando
Southern accent.
Yeah.
And so
Southern
I
accent.
go
Sugar.
A
I-
very
and then
southern
I-
accent.
right. So I
Alabama.
go and I watch the movie and she talks. I'm like, what the fuck happened to her accent?
Wait, what do you mean you were like in middle school or high school when you first watched X-Men?
Like
It's
the
because
movie.
they
They
That's
had
when it came out.
reruns, man.
the
They had
movies
reruns
came out. The movies came out in 2000. Then they did reruns to promote the movie.
Okay.
Mhm.
I thought you meant originally because, again, you're only a year older than me. And I remember watching the actual series when it came out. So I was like 3 or 4. So I was like, there's no way you were in middle school or high
No,
school.
no,
I
I'm
think it's
talking about,
interesting
no.
for Rogue
I said that when
in
I
the
watched the
movies.
cartoon, she had an accent, but when the movie came
And
out and I went to go see
She
it,
did not have that much
she
of an
didn't have a
accent.
She
she didn't have a
definitely
fucking
didn't.
accent at all.
She's not.
Nah.
Then she tried one for
I
True
really
Blood,
like
Right,
Rogue
a
all that
couple.
and then
much,
she
honestly.
stopped.
Oh, I hated Rogue's character in the movie so much versus the series.
Yeah.
I want
I
some
want-
booty.
Let's see.
I can't get
I
dick.
want a movie called
I want some
Rogue,
booty, sugar.
an X-Men story.
Yes.
No.
I couldn't take
What
Rogue
the-
because in the third movie it was
What
just
is it?
her crying about not being able to
You're
get
so
some
nu-
dick.
Yeah. Wait, what did you say,
She was
Frost?
a
I
social
couldn't.
distance queen.
She was.
Rogue
was. Oh, yeah,
social
we did a- we
distancing
did a-
before any of us.
We posted a
Or-
comic
Don't
about
stay
that too,
away.
and that blew
Stay
up.
away.
I don't know. I think Vegeta's the social
She-
distance king.
Okay,
just
yeah, he can be the
touched
king,
somebody
but she's the
and no
queen.
more
I think he's
COVID. We're
better.
fine.
As soon as Bulma got pregnant, he went to another planet.
That show makes no
Hey.
sense. It's
True.
just not. But I can't talk because I've watched Sailor Moon. I've been Sailor Moon.
That
so I
fucking
have
shit
no
makes
place
no
to
sense.
judge.
I'm binging that right now, and I'm
Sailor-
like,
A
I'm
Sailor Moon
sorry.
fan calling a DBZ fan that their
I
shows don't
know
make
they're
any
both
sense.
stupid on
It's like,
Sailor Moon makes
different
less
levels.
sense
I will give
though.
it that.
The moon's not even a
It
fucking
does though.
planet.
My favorite thing about
Yeah.
Sailor Moon though is
you know what makes
it's
sense
not,
about Sailor
but
Moon?
my favorite thing is like they have a whole mystery. They're like, oh my god, who's the moon princess? Who could it be? Is it Sailor Venus? I don't know. Is it
Who
Sailor
can it
freaking
be now?
Moon?
Do, do,
Who
do,
has it in the
do, do, do.
title? Who has the exact same haircut?
Like Dora the Explorer.
And
They
that's
and
all
the
the
run
fucking
around
concept
looking
princess.
exactly the same.
and you don't know until
just-
like the end of the season.
Always
It's like,
cracks me up.
are you serious? I mean, the show is named
then-
after her too. What the
and then-
fuck?
And then Sailor Mercury is supposed to be the smart one. She's like, oh my gosh.
Oh,
it's
no, I
definitely
mean, they
Sailor
could have pulled, like,
Venus."
oh, it's her
No,
mom.
he's not.
Nah, shit. Family.
You're not totally wrong.
Sailor
Tuxedo
Moon didn't
Mask
try
just
to
throws
do.
roses at people.
He was the
How does
Chad. He
that
was the
work?
Chad of that
He
series.
just throws
He
roses
shows up,
and pretends
he's
to
the
be
cool
cool.
guy that
Mhm.
leaves.
Mm-hmm.
You ever? Okay, there's a
He
movie.
says like, believe in
There is
yourself.
a movie out there, and it's a
Just-
really shitty movie. It's called Rubber, and it's a fucking tire.
Love rubber.
What
With
did you
Oh, yeah,
telekinesis.
that
expect for
movie.
a
Oh yeah, that movie. We talked about that,
That
too.
movie.
That
title
movie
called
is
Rubber?
a tire that has
saw
telekinesis
them.
and blows shit up. That
Hey, you
movie.
wanna-
All the
on Pornhub
nostalgia critic
again.
review for that. That was great.
Rubber might
Rot-
be on Pornhub.
Rotten Tomatoes gave it a 69. Nice,
That movie
nice.
makes more sense than Sailor Moon.
It probably does.
A
That movie,
tire that
Jack
rolls
Frost.
around blowing shit up.
Also, the cats like literally magic like senshi instruments, whatever, out of their asses all the time.
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
just
yeah.
flip and just magic comes out.
Mhm.
Normal things.
Yeah, no, those cats were helpful. I don't buy that.
Did Johnny got botched? One of the
Cats are
cats?
Did
More-
they flipped and they
But they still
Flipped
weren't
and,
really
like, the
that
magical
helpful.
instrument.
It's-
Pulled
One of my
out, like,
ex-girlfriends, one of the reasons why I didn't work out was because she didn't
Oh,
like
now we know.
any of the fucking Marvel
Oh.
movies. She didn't like any of the fucking Marvel movies at all. They're so unrealistic.
Okay, that's good reason.
I mean, like everything is. What's your
I'm
point?
like, listen, bitch.
Of course they're unrealistic. They're
You watch romantic comedies.
superheroes.
That's unrealistic.
You mean to tell me that they went out for dinner and found parking right away?
That's not accurate.
That's realistic to you?
Yeah.
We're gonna take an Uber.
Don't tell me you wouldn't have watched a romantic comedy with Captain America and
No,
Bucky
they went to a
Barnes.
Hell
mall.
yeah.
They went to a
Hell
mall.
yeah,
like in one of the
queen.
movies, they go to a
Hell
fancy
yes,
restaurant
queen.
that's connected to a mall. on a Saturday night, and they find parking near the front door. I'm like, bullshit.
Especially on Christmas.
I call bullshit. No way. There's no
Especially on
fucking way.
Christmas.
They just drove up and there it was. Nope. Yeah, especially on Christmas. The Christmas movies. They go to the mall and there's parking. Right there, near the front
Right.
entrance.
It's packed with people, but there's that one parking spot that they got right away.
Near the door.
Christmas
but-
miracle.
hey,
Not on
I've
the
had-
other side of the state.
And this is
I've
the Back
had
to
that
the
kind of
Future
luck
mall.
before. I've had that kind of luck before.
Right, but
Every time.
What'd you
every time.
sacrifice?
I didn't say every time, just
Sure.
once in a while.
And exactly. So that's
Honest-
why it's so inaccurate.
next to the door though,
Yeah. Like one time.
Next time we go to the mall, Super Dude drives.
yeah.
It's not every time.
yeah,
It's
no, it's Super Dude
like
driving.
a couple of times.
It's got to be some
probably the-
like is that some kind of like Jewish superpower?
Yes, it actually is. Thus the title Super Jew.
Is it?
It is.
Get good parking on
parking.
Christmas holidays.
I'm here for that.
Whenever
Even
I
if
go
you're
to the
kidding,
mall
I'm
with
here for that.
17 and it's packed,
Yep.
like his quirk is we
Yep.
find good parking. Not right away, but we circle around at least once and then.
No, yeah,
Did
that's
you
what I
get in
did too.
trouble for using your quirk? though?
Oh,
Because
see,
you're
that
not
doesn't count
supposed to.
because you circled around. That
It's gotta
doesn't
be
count.
immediate.
It has to
Gotta
be
be
immediate.
immediate.
As soon as you arrive in the
Has to be
parking lot.
immediate.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on, let me think.
They're like, you go to the store you want to
give me a
go to, and it's right there. No time for.
That's called
You're over.
Domino. That's Domino's power.
luck.
That's her luck power. Thank you very
I
much.
mean, as soon as you drive into the parking lot and go to the part of the parking lot where people are parking, as soon as you go in there and you see a space and you park and that's it. If
Okay,
you
so like that
circle-
part.
If you
okay, yeah,
circle around
so-
once, it doesn't
so
count.
no,
One
that
does
part
the
has
right
happened.
sacrifice.
So that part has happened an actual handful of times where I drove around, and then like literally once or twice, it was the first time I went up, and I was like, "Hey, lucky."
All
No,
of
I
these
mean-
movies were based off of you at the mall.
I believe that.
See,
One's been
this
at the
person
mall,
did it.
One's
It's
been
got
at
to be
Super
true.
Target. One's been at the only Jewish
Super
supermarket in
Targets.
town before Passover.
You're a super turtle.
Dragon Ball and Sailor Moon, very crazy and out there. Dragon
Wait,
Ball tried
what?
to measure their shit briefly. Sailor Moon's like, no, we're not gonna do this.
Well, no,
Wait a-
Dragon Ball did the measuring
better
to
nothing.
prove that, like it did, like they did the whole power level scaling to like disprove, like you don't have to be as strong as this character to beat him. Or power scaling was debunked as soon as they introduced it.
Sailor Moon didn't even bother. You know,
well, no,
you
like
need that.
there
No,
are
they
parts.
friendship.
There are
They just
parts
came
of
up with
Dragon
stupid
Ball.
catchphrases.
There are parts of Dragon Ball. They're like, okay, there are parts of Dragon Ball that don't make sense because Akira Toriyama is really bad about.
Parts of?
Well, no,
No,
there's all the-
that's why people make the whole Toriyama forgot. For example, launch.
Launch, yeah. So
his
Toriyama
hair.
doesn't take notes and he doesn't keep like track of a lot of stuff, so he'll forget.
Mhm.
And it's
This
real
whole
easy for him to
character.
forget. And Dragon Ball was like his longest series ever. And he actually bitches about getting sick because he got sick a lot. He complains about like he's never wrote something. He's not even in the Dragon Ball Z portion of it because in the manga it's just Dragon Ball. There's no Dragon Ball Z. It's just Dragon Ball.
Mhm.
And so he's bitching and complaining, oh, I'm sick, I'm tired, I'm fucking been working, I'm dying over here. But there's one thing about Dragon Ball that was like, that made sense that nobody caught. Like if anybody watched Dragon Ball, there's the thing where Trunks travels back in time. And it's like, oh, you know, why did Goku get the virus a lot later? Like, that doesn't make any fucking sense if he got it like a year and a half or 2 years after Trunks arrives. But to make the story go forward, like, you know, he got it 3 years later. Like, oh, did he fuck up? Did he write it like that? Did he, was that a retcon? Like, what was the story behind it? So the story behind, like, something like that was, and this is why I like Dragon Ball. The reason why they wrote it like that was when Trunks traveled and fought Frieza and King Cold, Goku didn't have to. And so when
He
Goku
inserted
fought
himself.
Frieza, when Goku fought Frieza and King Cold in Trunks' timeline, he had to transform into a Super Saiyan. And Super Saiyan accelerates your body on a cellular level. So it would have made the virus develop in a much faster rate. And because he didn't have to fight he didn't fight in a prolonged fight as a Super Saiyan, the virus didn't have that boost and to develop, so it took twice as long. It actually took like the normal amount of time to develop rather than like instantly like that.
Are you two messaging each other?
I don't know. It's
No.
like I feel like I need 3 bears to understand what just happened.
It's Goku talking about Dragon Ball. It happens.
Okay,
So
going
we were
He doesn't
talking about
wait.
your cosplaying for 7 years. That turned into Rogue, and
Some
Other
other nonsense.
things.
Yeah.
but you also cosplayed Sailor Moon. Do you know how many cosplays you've done since you decided like
Oh
I'm
my-
officially cosplaying now?
Oh dear.
In the past
Lord.
7 years.
Oh no, that my wallet
Over
is just
10?
scared of that question.
Don't think of money. Think of individual
Oh, it
wigs.
just down like that question.
Think of wigs and
Oh my
ribbon.
God. This is a really hard question that I shouldn't have this much.
All right, I'm gonna start
difficulty.
saying numbers and say when
Okay,
you're
I'm
pretty
gonna
sure
kind
that's
of-
over.
30.
10. Don't go that high.
I'm
15.
gonna say about 20 or so.
What the-
ish,
see?
depending
See?
on I don't know.
You know how many
Probably
fucking cosplayers make like 5 cosplays a year?
20. I usually do like 3 or 4. depending,
Exactly,
but
and,
this year
and
has
she's been doing it
weird,
for
so I've only
7,
done
so
maybe
that makes
2.
sense. Like in the 20 or 30 range, that
So
makes
I,
sense.
like the last one and the one before this, like I've just finished Frodo Baggins as a sanity project, the irony, and before that was Klaus Hargreaves from season 1 of Umbrella Academy, and my friend and I are working on season 2 for his cult look, and I'm very excited. So, yay. Umbrella Academy, you should watch it.
I'll pass.
I know it's got that buff guy in it.
I'll
What?
watch. I'm gonna pass on Umbrella Academy,
It's
but
on the
I'll watch
list.
Stranger Things.
I'm not gonna.
I've got
I'm
a
not gonna be
got a
later,
huge
sorry.
fucking list. I don't know when I'm ever gonna watch everything.
I have a
Stranger
list
Things is
of
amazing.
things
I
I'm
do
not
also have
going
a
to
Steve
watch.
Harrington.
Somebody was like,
Sorry.
somebody recently
I don't
in
know
my
what that
friends
is.
list, somebody just discovered Cobra Kai.
Oh,
I just
really?
started
Well,
watching that yesterday.
I haven't watched that
it's
either.
because season 1 and 2 got moved to Netflix.
Right. It used to be a
Wasn't it
Yeah, that's why I
YouTube.
started
Netflix?
watching it.
It was a YouTube original show. It was made for
You had to pay
YouTube.
for it. Yeah.
You get it through YouTube. I think it's over. Like I think they only have 2 seasons and that's it.
Yeah, no, they're doing a season 3, but they move now. It's gonna be part of Netflix. It won't be on YouTube. It's not on Netflix.
It's kind of weird because the guy that played,
Johnny.
yeah, I don't remember any of the fucking characters. I just remember Mr. Miyagi.
Daniel
sadly-
and Johnny.
Yeah, Johnny and
Quackson?
Danny's son.
Where did the
Quackson?
whole?
Wait, yeah, who's Johnny?
Oh, Johnny's
Johnny's the bad
his
guy.
is
Good guy.
Daniel's rival.
Yeah, Daniel Russo.
Oh,
right?
Daniel
the
LaRusso's
blood.
rival.
LaRusso.
Oh, that asshole. Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
And
it's
then,
about
He's
Johnny.
the good guy in the new one, though.
That was actually really
Is
hard
he the
to
good guy,
watch.
though?
I
He's
didn't
still a bit of
watch
a
that
dick.
Until
He's more of an anti-hero in a way.
He's a
Is he
Vegeta.
Yeah.
Deadpool? The Deadpool of karate? Is that what you're saying?
No,
No, because you have to actually like
I'm gonna
him.
be honest. I think Deadpool's a little
More like the
overrated.
Venom.
Two episodes. Oh no.
more like the Venom.
That is an
No, but like
romantic comedy
Cobra
for
Kai,
whatever
pretty
reason,
much.
The movie.
It is pretty much a
Haven't seen it.
continuation from the original one. So it's like
Oh, okay. No, but yeah, like so I got like all the movies on like a special like collection thing, so I binge watched them all, and I was like, "The fuck is this? This is some anti-bullying PSA
Oh,
bullshit. What the fuck is this?"
I just
Cobra
saw
Kai.
Carlos's comment about Sailor Galaxia losing the beers. It was great. I've seen that death
And-
battle like 20 times.
and let's not forget next week is Flash and Archie Sonic.
Right. So I'm gonna do a live stream of that as well, exclusively on Facebook. Because
YouTube
I'll get in
will
trouble on YouTube.
Copyright us.
I don't want to get in trouble with YouTube. We do have new projects in the works. Just real quick, we're gonna plug in our project.
Dewey.
Yeah. Wait, who said Dewey?
Oh,
Dewey.
Everyone.
you're gonna
Well, that's why
plug
you weren't there for the meeting on Friday.
in.
Thanks for calling me out, you jerk.
I wasn't there either. That helps
You tell me to shut the fuck up all the time.
Physically, I was there, but I was wearing sleeves, so I don't really count it.
We were
He's not
having
canon.
like girls' night.
Yes,
It
he
wasn't
did.
recorded.
Yes, he
It wasn't
did.
We were having a
recorded.
Zoom
Doesn't
girls'
count.
night.
He did wear sleeves. It was weird. It's like, who the fuck is
y'all.
this?
It's unusual.
Middle of
Jace
winter.
fucking wore
I'm
sleeves.
not wearing
He
I
wore he
missed
wore like a
that.
raccoon hat too. So I'm like, oh, so that's what you look like with hair.
Damn.
Did I get a memo? I'm not wearing sleeves.
Oh,
You
no, 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 no.
did.
This is weird.
Sleeves
He's
are
always
optional.
wearing tank tops.
Yeah, that's the joke.
Yeah, and like if he wore a sleeve,
Actually, it's Monday, so we're not supposed to be wearing pants.
I'm not.
Hey, technically not.
Again, I'm wearing pants. I haven't done a cosplay yet where I had to not wear pants, so we're okay.
I wear shorts.
I got shorts on too,
I've
but I'm
worn
not
a
showing you guys my
Speedo.
legs.
That's
Have
basically
you been
underwear.
Rocky Horror? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
No, a speedo feels.
I have a Napa.
You can't wear a speedo as underwear. It's so uncomfortable.
Oh, it's uncomfortable.
I wanna
His
know.
thighs
Just
chafe.
ask. I've shadowcast before. I've done shadowcasting before for Rocky Horror, so that's why my brain always goes straight to that.
Wait, what's shadow
Oh.
casting?
No. Have you not heard of shadowcasting? Oh,
No, I'm Mexican.
Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Mexican.
I've
Mexican.
never heard the term. What's the term?
Use that
I've never heard of
excuse all the time.
I know that's why I started the whole Mexican thing because every time he says, "Cause I'm
No, what the
Mexican,"
fuck is
Mexican.
shadow casting though? For real?
No, what it is like. They've been doing it for years, which is why I'm really surprised. But basically, Rocky Horror is like a cult classic, and it's real messed up and weird, and no one's ever gonna understand it. But basically, they have actors acting in front of the screen
Oh.
and
Nothing.
copying the movements of the
Okay.
I
people
thought
behind
you
like-
meant
kinda
like,
like
It's
improv.
grown-
Yeah.
I thought
Yeah.
you meant like people in the back,
Ish.
like
Mm-mm.
mimicking like
No,
the
no, no,
the
no.
actors in case they have to go in there and fill in or something. Because I was
That's
thinking
other-
like
It looks
shadow
like-
boxing, you know?
Yeah, like we are like they're like here's the screen and we're in front.
Oh,
of
okay,
the
yeah,
screen
yeah.
and
So
we're,
in a
like,
sense, it
basically
is the same.
making
thing.
the same thing, but you can see
Goku,
shows
us.
those are
silhouette.
understudies.
But
They
basically,
show
because
silhouette.
Yeah, those are the way Goku was explained. That was
No.
understudies.
Those are understudies
Okay.
You only have 4 Rockies and
no, we
2
can actually
meatloafs.
see
from the
us.
theater major.
Yes.
I'm
Thank
probably
you,
gonna
someone
piss
understood
off a
that.
few people.
You theater
Huh?
people.
I didn't.
Feats.
Well, to be fair, okay, so I'm like kind of a
Theater
bad theater
people.
person. I've never seen Rocky Horror, so
What?
I know I'm behind in life.
Oh, you
It's-
want to hear something fucked up? I don't.
No.
Really
I don't
weird.
like Rocky Horror at all.
I can
It's a
see
weird
I
movie.
could-
actually.
I
I
couldn't get
understand
like.
people don't like
It was funny. I had people that did the Shadowcast stuff, and I always got like weird answers about the Shadowcast stuff.
Yeah,
And so like
it's
one
weird.
friend like threatened to throw me up there, and I was like, "Don't throw me up there. Don't
You?
humiliate me." And then one friend was like, not going to support me at all, and I'm like, "What the fuck, friend?"
What the fuck, friends?
You're
friend.
not friends anymore.
From now on, when we see each other in person, we refer to each
And
other
then we
as.
just never got around
friend.
to just watching it at like
Friend.
home or something to
Hey-
just be
Yeah,
like,
you-
"Okay,
Wait,
here's
it's like
what."
that.
Watched it
It's like that
normally
meme is like
first.
friend.
friend.
Yeah. So it's like we never just like
Isn't-
watched it
yeah.
at home. So it was like, here are the cues you need to learn before I get like thrust up stage.
Oh, that's scary.
Because I heard like, yeah, because I heard like they do stuff to like the Rocky Horror Virgins, and I was like,
Yeah.
what
a thing.
kind of things?
Odd term.
And my friend went straight for the throat, and I was like, no, like no, I'm not doing that shit.
I'm sorry, what
That's-
were you like again?
I don't even
Theater
remember.
people.
This was like back when I was like 17 or 18. They were like, yeah, and this one friend was like,
Oh no, that's
la, la,
too
la, la,
soon.
and I was like,
That's too
"Mm."
soon.
I got a question for Temporary Frost 7.
No.
That is a very long title for one. Or do like Frost 7. But temporary should be
42.
temporary. What's
Temporary.
the answer to everything?
Thank you.
Did you have plans? What plans did you have this year that got canceled because of this whole pandemic? Big plans, not the little ones. Like I was going to go to the grocery store a lot, and now I can't go there all the time.
I don't know. I don't know if people plan that out as much as you think.
I go
My entire life got
White people do.
destroyed. White people-
cosplayer.
Yes, we take over countries and we
Go to the grocery store.
As a
plan
Latino,
everything out. while
we go to the
doing
grocery
it.
store based on how much tortillas we have left.
And then you just
Really?
get one tortilla
Only have 6 pounds. It's not enough.
and then leave. Is that what happened? And
No.
one bean and you're done until the next time.
No, we buy everything in bulk.
I don't know how it turned to be interviewing him. Anyway, sorry, you asked a question.
What
No.
was the
You think-
big
what-
things you had planned this year that got completely ruined because of this whole pandemic? Because as
Listen, pretty
cosplayers,
much
everything usually.
for everything. And I'm a theater person too, so I was So we had just started Seussical before everything started going straight downhill. So we were like 2 weeks into rehearsal. I was like, okay, bye. And then SC Comic Con, it's our local con, they were supposed to be in March, then they rescheduled it to July, and then they canceled it because the world still sucks, and that was a smart move for them to cancel it. And the Renaissance Fair, and the local Renaissance Fair, and basically everything. Yeah, I'm busy.
Ignore him.
Okay, what's on
I'm
it?
really busy.
Stupid Sonic.
You just saw the thing that Sonic
Oh,
sent
the
us in our
shirt?
chat.
Yeah.
That was great. I was like,
It's funny
don't know
about
what
my
this
life
is.
being destroyed
I was
by
like-
COVID. What is
because-
funny about that?
He's
Oh.
laughing at a shirtless thing.
My life was destroyed by
that's
COVID.
Goku for you.
No, it's just I shared that because when y'all were saying friend, I instantly thought of this shirt, and I was like, I'm gonna send it to you. It just makes sense.
But see, now I had to see it. This is just
Friend.
not
Can you send it in our? Can you send it in the
fair.
Zoom
Zoom?
chat?
Okay, I'll try.
Put it in the thing.
See if that works.
That's what she
So
said.
every
So it's no secret
I
that
did.
COVID-19 and 2020 as a year has been a complete disaster.
Doo doo.
What? I thought
See
it was
what?
going okay.
since when? Yeah,
Oh,
my life hasn't
What
changed at all.
I was actually trying to make a statement.
What are you
Trying to
talking
make
a Sorry.
about?
point.
She's always been in that room.
So
always been in that room in that wall.
it's been no secret that that 2020 has been a disaster due to COVID-19, and not just COVID-19. A lot of things have happened this year to derail everyone
stupid.
financially,
Mhm.
health-wise, everything. As a community, as a nation, we have to come together. Also, I am obligated by the state of Texas to remind you to register to vote for this coming election.
Hell yeah.
Better freaking
Go vote, guys.
please.
Remember, have your voice heard this year. You can register to vote. Doesn't matter who you vote for. In one
Just do it.
state, one kid registered these nuts as a voting option, and it was winning 15% of the vote.
It was Harambe.
It was there was Harambe and these nuts. Remember,
Yes.
have your voice
Candidates
heard.
compared to what we got now.
There was another state. Hold on. There was another state that registered a cat to
Yes.
some local level thing, and the
I think
cat
the-
won because it was unopposed.
I think the cat is more qualified,
The
honestly.
cat was more qualified.
If the
There was
cat,
a there,
Wait,
there was a town that actually had the cat as a mayor.
that's it.
There's a couple
was-
of towns that had
it was a
animals as
mayor.
mayors.
Was
it's
it?
better than
the
McMaster.
cat
Send
became
him
a
over.
mayor,
Yes, there
became
was a
a
cat
mayor.
that became a
I'm
mayor.
moving back to
Please.
Mexico.
Was he-
There's one that there's like one that's a cat. There's one that's a goat. There's one that's a dog. Animals
he
make great
unopposed?
mayors. Yeah.
Was he unopposed?
I don't
that
know if
cat?
you want them to be the mayor in a small town in Mexico.
Was it
Okay.
Goat
Well, that's Mexico.
And
Was
when
the
I
cat
was
unopposed? I
goat
can't
do
remember.
yoga.
in one of the
Mexico.
towns from one of my
Had
from
a studio
in
down.
one of the towns from where one of my relatives are from, they hung the mayor from a tree.
That
So
took a turn.
Well, if you do
Yeah,
that to
that
this
escalated
mayor,
quickly.
then PETA will show up.
Peter's a joke.
Not sure where I thought that was going, but that is not it.
Anyways, so 2020, have your voice heard. Don't remember to register to vote this year in November. If you
Also,
want to make a difference, it doesn't matter what party you're voting for. If you want to make a difference, have your voice heard, because the people that don't vote have no right to complain, and the people that do vote have to have their voices heard. So remember
Yeah.
to register to vote.
Register right now.
Also
You got-
another thing too, with the NBA and how they're not how the NBA they're playing at a certain spot in Orlando. They actually allowed all their arenas to be a voting place. So basically, for example, here in Houston, we have the Toyota Center. That could be a vote. That's now a voting place.
Cool.
Yes, they stopped the playoffs, did a walkout until the NBA owners decided to agree to their terms, one of which was making all of their stadiums a voting location. And if they can't make their stadium a voting location because
Awesome.
of time, they had to find a suitable location because they want everyone to have the opportunity to vote. If you don't vote, they want to make sure you have the
That's
opportunity
awesome.
to.
The
That's
final
perfect.
boss. The final boss is the election, guys. Like somebody put us in the comments.
Uh,
Final boss. We haven't even faced the
So
final boss
that
of
is-
2020.
so, for example, like in Los
Yeah.
Angeles, it's the Staples Center. Houston is Toyota Center. That's basically where the teams play. So basically, they really want people to go all in and go vote.
Well, that's the basketball teams. What about like Energy Stadium or Minute
They
Maid?
don't know about football, or they
But you
just
gotta
know.
think they're also in the same cities, and these are massive stadiums with massive parking lots. So you should be able to get in and out much more effectively than like a small town center,
Or a
No,
school.
absolutely.
a school.
Yeah,
A
because
gymnasium.
some voting places it's like an elementary school, which is like the
Right.
gym of it or
Or
something like
church.
that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Or yeah, gym or church or some other like slightly civil
Because
building.
I feel that's
no,
kind of
like-
what throw people's off from voting. People will be like, "Oh, I don't want to wait in lines too long" or something. But with a big stadium,
Right.
less time.
And that's another thing, guys. If you are registered to vote, well, number one, you should register to vote, but also like coordinate with people in your communities because I know that's been a thing in elections in the past. Like a lot of people can't get to voting places. So be a friend and coordinate with people in your community. Let's get everyone's voices heard.
Speaking
And,
of
Wear a
which,
mask.
Mail-in voting.
Wear masks.
And also Uber and Lyft, they would during election season they would provide free rides for
Yeah.
people to vote.
So
make sure
look up
you
with that.
register
Mail-in
your
voting.
dog to vote.
Yeah.
Especially his dog, because it's cute.
You vote.
His dog usually
I
only
don't know.
shows
He
up
looks
when we-
like he's gonna vote for some weird orange person.
Ew, no.
Don't trust
Okay,
him.
Say
okay.
his name.
So when it comes to the election
Not
this
even his
year,
fake
remember
name.
to register. We don't. We're not going to tell you who to vote for. We don't take sides. We all have our personal preferences when it comes to voting. I'm not going to tell you who to vote for. We all know who I'm not
Yeah.
going to fucking vote for.
Truth.
But we don't take a political
Palin.
stance in Geeks 5 Ever. There are
God.
members of Geeks 5 Ever that vote one way and they vote another. But there is
God.
one thing that we will always stand with. We recently shared a video of it. It was Tanami's statement on all Black
On
Lives
Black
Matter.
Lives Matter. hmm
What the fuck was that?
Basically it gave like a minute speech talking, and it was voiced by Steve Bloom. He's really a big advocate for it. Unfortunately, a lot of people don't share the same vision as he does. I think it's kind of like what happened with Geeks 5 Ever when you posted the Black Lives Matter months ago, and you lost a couple of likes for that.
We lost a
We
chunk.
filtered
I
out.
lost
We
people.
filtered
Oh, no.
out some people. That's
It's
what we did.
amazing how that those 3 words, like really just divides like any kind of conversation. I think even more so than, who do you vote for or some other crap. It's like, why is that an issue?
It should be, because they're not asking to be better than us. They're just asking to matter.
For
They're asking to be
equality.
the same. They
would
don't
be-
want to be.
It would be the same if we said like female lives matter or Asian lives matter or like whatever. It's the same as all that. No one's excluding anybody. We're just saying like, can you just bring this up forward and
Right.
admit that there's a problem that we need to fix systemically?
It's
Because
kind
they
of
need- They need to be protected.
It's kind of like there's
They
this
do.
guy that we know. He's a piece of fucking shit. His name is fucking Carl.
Fuck you, Carl.
Damn.
Okay, Carl.
I don't even know who
Just
you
I don't
are.
know you.
His
Just
name is
calling him
Carl.
out.
Yeah, Carl Deegan. I fucking don't. He's a piece of fucking
Oh,
shit.
okay.
Right. Now we're calling him out.
I'm
Fuck
definitely
you,
gonna call
Carl.
him out.
I don't know you, but you sound terrible.
Fuck you.
Like I'll fucking call him out. I don't give a fuck. It's my fucking show.
All
I'll
right,
throw
get
his-
it, show. Get it.
But he's all like, when Black Panther came out, I was like, oh, I don't know. It doesn't seem that really good. Like, feels like they're just pandering to, like, a bunch of people. I'm like, fuck you, dude.
Why? Why?
Yeah, because
We're-
white people haven't.
I
had
really
enough
don't
things
want
to
to put,
say.
like, I really
was-
don't
I-
put,
I
I
was
really don't
skeptical.
We
want to
just
put,
haven't.
We
I
just
really
said
don't
it.
want to put his, like, level of racism on the podcast, but it's,
Then no, but yeah.
He's
Then don't do
garbage
it. But no, it's I saw something on Facebook a few days ago and it was like somebody was posting of like, oh, they read about a character somewhere and it was I don't remember
It's
specifics.
good talk.
But shut up. I don't remember the specifics, but it was like somebody was reacting to all these characters as like, now you're just making shit up and everything. And it's like, no, this is my roommate. This is a coworker I have. This is someone I grew up with in high school. These are people that actually exist, so I'm basing characters on them.
Yeah, because a lot of
Like-
people base like some creations based on
Yeah.
like their
Real
experiences.
people, yeah.
I do. I do.
There
All
was
of-
some
most of my
people-
fiction. Yeah, most of my fan fiction features me.
Creativity is based off your own experience.
there
Yeah.
was a few
Nothing wrong
people
with
that
that.
bitched about, I remember when they were thinking about replacing Henry Cavill as Superman,
Superman. Mhm.
they were going to replace him with Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah.
I would down for that.
Is he tall enough?
No, but he's intense enough. He's very
Oh, yeah.
intense.
He's definitely fit enough.
But my point
I don't care about his
isn't
skin
he an
color.
alien?
I need
Isn't he
stature.
an
I
alien
need,
anyway?
Here's
I
the
need
thing,
to make
though.
sure he's the right height. That's all I care
So,
about.
for those of you that don't know, there are two versions that I can, off the top of my head, that I can say. There's a black Superman. There are two different black Supermen. There is one who's a cousin of Kal-El who takes up the mantle of Superman. And there's another universe. Okay, so Universe 2 Superman is the cousin of Kal-El that takes up the mantle, takes up the role of Superman, and becomes the new Superman. And this is after Wonder Woman, Superman, and Batman have all died in a war against Darkseid.
Mm-hmm.
And Earth
Yeah, I'm
36
kidding. Wrong
is legitimately
series.
Earth 36 is legitimately a black Kal-El, a black Superman. Did I speed up?
No.
Did you?
No, I'm just
No.
checking
Slow
because
down.
whenever I get notifications, my computer slowed down a little. I'm gonna fucking.
You're fine, Goku.
I think Michael B. Jordan would be a great Superman. I would like for them to do an Earth 36 Justice League movie. Like, you had a black Wonder Woman, you had a black Superman. I think Bruce was the only one that was still white.
Yeah, and the point of that is, it's like, why are you mad about being black or white when he's an alien?
I
Right.
just wanted to be the
Well, no,
right
no,
height.
because some people, like, when
What
they made
sense does
the
that make?
when
I
they
just
made
wanted
the
to be the right
Russian
height.
Yeah.
when they made the Red Sun Superman graphic novel,
I don't care if he's green. He must be tall.
when they made the Russian Superman graphic novel, they also made Bruce Wayne Russian, and nobody had an issue with that.
Twist.
But as soon as they announced that Falcon was going to take over the role of Captain America, some people lost their shit. Like, oh, why the fuck are they? Why are they like making like? They're just like trying to like cater to like this political party and their people.
I'm like, but the thing is, like, most people don't know is that it's already a Captain America who was black.
Yeah.
They're
It's a couple of times
It's canon.
happened in the
I believe his
couple.
name was Bradley Isaiah, or
Yeah,
Isaiah
it
Bradley.
was the
From what I
Civil
remember,
War
yeah.
Captain
I
America
know
or
what you're saying.
something.
He was the
Or
Captain
the-
America after Captain America went into ice.
Yeah, so it was just after that they tested on him.
Right. So he was the Captain America that met with Malcolm X, Martin Luther King Jr., with with the
Oh yeah,
President
it's Isaiah Bradley.
Isaiah Bradley.
He was. It was during World War II.
My
Mo
only
says
issue
Carl
with
should
having-
play Superman. I think he would be a better Bizarro Superman, you know, on crack and. Superman
Fuck you,
on crack.
Carl.
Cocaina.
Cocaine, Mexican.
Dale.
My only issue with Falcon becoming Captain America is I give him the super soldier serum then, because that was what made Captain America really good.
They are
because
still
he had
working,
that.
and also they're doing that show, Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Falcon.
For
The
Disney
thing
Plus.
is, I have no issue.
Give him the juice.
I have no issue with them changing the race of characters as long as it makes sense. Like, it needs to make sense in the story. Like with Michael B. Jordan playing Johnny Storm in the Fantastic Four and Sue Storm still being white. I'm
Fan
like, okay.
Four Stick.
They're like,
Fan-
oh, she's adopted.
Don't worry about that. That movie wasn't great anyway. So
Yeah,
it's-
5
it's
years later,
fine.
that movie still sucks.
That movie answered a really good question, though.
What?
Does the Thing have a penis? He does not.
Got no pants.
It's the
He had no
mediocre
pants.
4.
That
It's
was-
it's okay 4.
Okay then.
4 out of 10.
I was
That's
like,
why it's called
4 out of 10 toilets.
4 out of 10 turds out of 10.
I rate
4
this movie
turds out of
4
10 toilets.
Oh, yeah, so
There you go.
Superman in Gods and Monsters was Mexican.
yes.
Well, he wasn't Mexican, but he was raised by Mexican immigrants.
Yes.
And he
So
even
he's
says
an alien
lines like,
alien.
I don't know why I thought you were gonna say raised by wolves, but
no,
was-
but
I
he's
was
hungry.
Might as well.
No, but he is
yes.
he is hungry like the wolf.
Dale.
What?
I like that was a good movie.
That was good.
I like how Lex Luthor's like,
What else was
"You're
there?
a dick. I have this information from you. Turns out you're actually a good person, so I don't care about you anymore."
Yeah.
I don't care about you no more.
Lex Luthor in that movie decided was he gave up on trying to hurt Superman. It's like, okay, I'm done with you.
Yeah.
Turns out you're a good person.
Smallville Lex Luthor.
He was a dick.
Didn't people
He always
also
hated
like make a big stink about
Yes.
Idris Elba trying to be the next James Bond?
They were.
He didn't.
Yeah, that
he
was.
didn't put
So
that
that's
out there though.
stupid.
That was people out there saying we want
Like
Idris
rumors and all
Elba as
that,
it.
yeah.
If he
I
was
hear
the
more.
next James Bond, I don't know. Like that man's on a whole different level of like class. Like he can be a
I mean, he would be
badass,
great at
but he
it.
can be elegant too. Like
Yeah.
like he can be like, I'm going to whip your fanny, or I'm going to whip your ass. I'm like,
Okay.
The
I feel
fuck
like he
kind of
wouldn't do
accent was that?
anything. He would just flick his finger.
I
And
would
go
ju-
flying.
He's
That
so
guy's
like
just
he's
Yeah.
such a good actor.
He is.
I don't like James Bond, and I've never seen the movies. I've seen clips. I've seen like highlights. And I'm
Game.
just like, the game.
I'd watch Idris Elba as it.
Yes.
though.
I've seen like
Skyfall's
two.
really good.
If he
sort of.
played James Bond, I would watch it.
I'd watch
Yeah.
it.
But I mean, like, it's amazing how like people just like lose their damn shit over fictional characters getting played by non-white people.
I always saw the James Bond character as it's like
Really?
a code name,
It could be
Yeah.
anything.
and all these
It could
other
be.
people played this code James Bond. So Idris
Yeah.
Elba could play
Right.
it.
It's
but
like
in
for
your canon, that's not how it is. Like I don't give a shit. Change your canon. Make it
like
so Idris
for
Elba. in the
like
end.
for example, like for me, like I grew up with regarding James Bond. I grew up with the Pierce Brosnan James
he was
Bond.
our 90s.
Yeah,
He was
yeah.
the 90s.
He
James
was a
Bond.
'90s
James
one,
Bond.
and then they went to Daniel
Mhm.
Craig. It's like, whoa, who's this? It's like this isn't the same
You know,
James Bond,
Who's
but
this in shape bastard? We don't want
I'm
Daniel
glad-
Craig is amazing.
I'm glad Keyblade Sonic brought that up, because what if they made a sci-fi James Bond movie where they actually explain
Ooh.
why there's a
I'd watch
different
it.
version?
Oh,
of
like a
James Bond?
Doctor Who?
Yeah.
Bring them all together.
That's another thing. Doctor Who's gonna isn't Doctor Who like going to be or now a woman?
It's already
Yes.
been
She's
like
been-
that's already
she's
been
been a
been
for a
thing.
year.
Okay,
They're
I don't
already-
watch-
they've already
I don't
announced
watch the
their
show.
next
I don't
Doctor.
need.
All right,
Next
fine. I
Doctor
don't
is-
watch the
is-
show.
I don't
Sorry.
watch the show either, and yet I know that.
Shut up.
To be fair, I know a lot of movies. That's the only reason I know. That.
You know why
Yeah.
I don't watch Doctor Who?
But people freaked out about that too. And I think it was a white woman.
Yeah, so
I'm just saying, when it's just different, it's amazing how just
Well,
like
they were bitching about the
Yeah.
woman becoming the Doctor as well, even though it's
Yeah,
been hinted at
that's what
for
I'm saying.
several generations.
that's what I'm saying. It's amazing how like
Emails. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
you divert just a little bit from like what you know, what a lot
Yeah.
of people deem as like
norm.
straightforward. And it's like what was it?
Idris
People were
Elba
put
in the new live-action Dragon Ball as Goku.
wait,
People
what's Moonraker?
Oh no, did that already happen?
No, in one of the comments I was mentioned. You mean Moonraker? Oh, by the way,
it's
try.
Man-Eater, the sequel.
Oh, okay, all right. Try not to tag me in the comments, because that puts my real name out there. Like I do already put my Jesse Goku name, but I don't put my last name.
government got you. What
His
was
last
it?
name is Dragon
People-
Ball Z.
Oh
it's
no,
like
here,
it's like
It's
that
all
movie. It's like
one
Ready
word.
Player One.
or yeah, the like upcoming Little Mermaid movie. They're
Oh, yeah,
talking
that-
about
Yeah.
they're talking about making it. Who was
I was
it?
just attacked by Vegeta.
Oh shit.
You deserved it. That's
Oh
fine.
no.
Wait, what?
They had a non. Didn't they try to cast? They're trying to cast a non-white girl as the
Yes.
Little
Ariel.
Mermaid, right?
Everyone's
She
losing their
actually
fucking
did.
mind about
Guess-
it.
I don't
Guess
care
what?
as long as her hair is red and she can sing. That's all
Who
I
the-
care.
Like the way I,
I want
fucking
red
see
hair
her, she's a
and sing.
fucking fish.
Just have fish.
She was
Why
a
is
real
it-
It's gonna be a bad
mermaid.
movie anyway.
She'd be
Why do we
pale.
care?
just the way you said that part.
Translucent.
Just the way he said that sounded like, can't you see I don't care? He's like a fish. It's like he's losing his breath. Like he lost his breath trying
She's
to
a
say
damn
that.
fish.
He's a damn bitch.
But again,
I'm
Just
nitpicky
sushi,
about a
shut
lot
up.
of things, but it's
Right.
all not race. It's like I want a certain hair color, and I want you to make the physical build. I don't care what you
Can
look like
she
outside.
fucking sing? That's what I want to know.
can she?
Exactly.
Can she sing?
has to sing,
Sing
and she
and
can.
an
I've heard her.
obnoxious
I-
red hair. That's what I want.
And not
Obnoxiously
auto-tune.
red
I
hair.
don't
She
care.
has to
I don't care
belt
if
it.
she comes out there
Yeah.
looking like a goddamn
Not
clown
Emma
with
Watson,
a
bless
fish
her.
with a fishtail. I don't care what she looks like. I don't care if
This
she
isn't
has
Finding Nemo.
pink hair like Sakura.
Bozo hair.
I don't
Like
care
Finding
if
Nemo.
she like has instead of the green Felton, she's got like the Free Willy Felton. I don't give a shit. Can she sing? Because I don't want a repeat of the Lion King, where
Hold on.
the person that played Simba could sing, but Beyonce, who played Nala, had to use auto tune.
Did she really?
Yes, you can tell.
I didn't see that.
I still
movie
haven't seen it yet,
because
so
I
I'll
didn't
work on that.
see
for
the
you
same
guys.
movie
Fun
twice.
fact about
It's not
Free
live
Willy, though.
action.
Oh,
It's
thank
CG.
Oh, thank you, Dandelion. Yeah, and Starfire, freaking the hell out over Starfire in the
Oh yeah, and
Titan show.
I
Yeah.
had no issue with that. She's an
Okay.
alien.
What were you gonna
Whatever.
say?
She's a tall alien. That's all I
Exactly,
cared
see?
about.
Alien.
Right. Hold on.
Tall redhead. That's all,
All
that
right,
matters.
hold
No
on.
one was
Sorry,
upset
what-
that she was
what-
green before.
Hold on, everybody. Hold on. Just stop for a second. What were you gonna say, Sonic?
Oh no, I was gonna bring up something about Free Willy. It was like a random piece of
Oh.
trivia, but
Do
you know,
it.
just keep going. Don't worry,
Do it.
I'll talk about it
No.
at
Do
the end.
it.
My
Why not
issue
trivia?
with the Starfire one is that she was shooting fire out of her hands. That was my issue.
A random question about Free Willy.
Dude,
Did
I'm
you
down
know
for
that?
Who came up
Did
with?
you?
Did you
no,
know?
it's just no. It's a did you know? It's like did you know that? Do you remember that scene where like the kid like falls into the water and he's like about to drown, but then the whale saves him?
Oh yeah, what about it?
It's like did you know that was a stunt double?
Makes sense.
The whale or the
Whoa.
kid?
The kid. Actually, it would be funny. The stunt double whale. It was a shark, but then they.
Jimmy, who played Free Willy, didn't want to do the scene. They had to bring in the stunt whale.
Yeah, no, they
Billy.
had a stunt whale. They
Free
The
to stunt
Billy.
double.
they had a stunt whale. So the location they were filming, they found a fat guy selling drugs. So they got him to. They
They were
paid
Mexican,
him.
I
so it
would-
makes
He,
sense.
I would
he was
actually
really
watch-
addicted.
I would watch Free Willy the musical.
What I want to know is who came up with the
But I would
cover
watch it.
art. Wait, did you just say Free Willy the musical?
That would
Yeah,
If
be
she
that were
did
great.
a
said
thing,
that.
I would watch it. It would be bad, but I would watch it.
It would be bad.
No,
I
but,
want to see two
I would-
people dressed up in an orca costume, like a horse. From the front was the back.
is them doing like
You see
somersaults.
them climb over like stairs
You have-
over
they
somebody
don't-
They did
for the
Spider-Man
jump.
They
Turn
have
Off the Dark.
they have
Why
the
not?
water. They have
Why
the
not?
they have the water, but it's paper and it's like they're waving it. You just have a guy in a mic. You just have a guy in a mic. Like,
And that's the song for like 2 hours. It's just.
I was
then
saying
Anya's in the back.
I was saying that too because I was bringing it up because I found out that the stunt double who was the kid
the whale.
was actually the voice actress who did Jimmy Neutron. Which is
Oh,
actually
wow.
Yeah, I just found out. I was like, whoa.
Wow.
Oh, that's
weird.
crazy. No,
That
but I
is
want to
really
know who created the
That's
cover
awesome.
art for Free Willy. 'Cause if you look at the cover art, it looks
It's
like,
like-
the kid just punched the shit out of the whale. He just punched it in the air.
Punch Man.
Just like I hate you.
Well, to be fair, that's probably
Punch you
Ken.
into the ocean.
He just uppercut that one.
He held down B and just
He
went,
just went all-
Down being.
He just
No,
became
I-
the Tyler.
I'm-
He just became the Tyler Durden of whales. He just.
Oh, I know. That's probably Terry Bogard because he's like,
That's-
"Are you okay?"
Oh my
Buster
God,
Wolf."
that's the definition of wailing on him. That's where it came from.
Wailing on
It's
him.
from
Yeah,
him
it was-
punching
on
him.
that way.
Wailing.
Wailing
Got
on
it.
Wailing.
it was the stunt. It
Something.
was the stunt double whale that took the hit. His name was Billy.
Billy took the hit.
That's where we have
Free
the
Billy.
Billy wailing on him. That's it.
Free Billy.
Willie
no,
didn't
it's,
want to take
I
the
solved
hit.
it.
No,
Free
I'll be in
Willy
my-
arrest Billy. There you go.
I'll be in my water-filled trailer. Go get Billy.
All right, hold on. We're gonna transition to.
No.
Billy.
Yes, we are.
Dude,
I'm
man,
proud of
man.
myself. Okay, I don't.
That's a good
I'm
one.
not
I
always
appreciate a
clever.
quality pun. Wailing on him, nice.
So here you can see.
It will never happen again.
Yeah, it looks like he's punching the fuck out of the whale.
You doing
He's
an actual
wailing on him. I
transition?
told
Do
you.
you do you remember that? Do you remember that South Park episode where like the two workers at SeaWorld prank Kyle into thinking he's a whale from space, and they literally try to send him to the moon?
Yes,
the
they
fuck?
launched him on their
Okay.
fucking rocket.
Yeah, with a Mexican rocket, Massa.
After this year, I believe anything. Sure.
For like $200, they'd send him, and then as he was launching, they were playing a mariachi. As he was. I remember that episode.
He is.
Goku, if you have the chance, go on HBO Max and watch that
Yes.
episode.
He got a KO on that hit. for
Okay,
sure.
so why was his fin curved? Did they
Historic
explain that?
Oregon Film Trail leads
It's
to
just a
Free
way
Willy.
to-
What?
They made it look
What?
like that
What?
so they
What are
can
you
tell
talking
the
about?
difference
Is
between
everyone
it
looking
and
up
other
Free Willy
orcas.
facts?
No, it's just I randomly. No, it's
on
because
our- it's on the thing.
when Goku said, "Oh, I don't care if he's got green fins or that Free Willy fin," and then my head popped up with that piece of trivia that like
I
blew me
like
away a
this
few
one.
months ago.
I like this cover. Like the kid's in a boat, and he's
And he punched the
pointing
whale.
in the. And he's like, "I choose you, Free Willy, Free Willy."
Waterbend.
Looks like a. It looks like he's
Free
getting-
Willy, do Darkest Lariat, and he spins around.
Bring it back.
It looks like a.
Seismic toss.
It looks like he's getting ready for a Pokemon battle with Free
Oh.
Willy.
Y'all remember the cartoon Free Willy?
No, I
Yes.
didn't even know that was a thing.
There was a
Favorite.
cartoon.
I'm this
There was a
video old.
cartoon Free Willy, and Willy could talk.
Yes.
What?
And they threw in a seal and some other
How
thing.
are you doing today?
So it was like a mix of. So it was a mix of Finding Nemo and Street Sharks, if I recall correctly.
Oh my god.
Because there were, I believe,
Transform into punks and just
No.
go beating up people on the street
no, I believe there were
I would
like
watch that.
because that's Free Willy.
genetically modified henchmen as well.
Genetically modified potatoes.
Are they Teenage Mutant Ninja Potato?
I know they made a cartoon
Or-
based off it. I never watched it though.
Or adolescent mutated karate cows.
I remember
No,
a
adolescent
Teenage-
genetically
Except-
altered.
Yeah, I know you were
No,
almost
I just
spot on.
remembered better
It's
movie.
it's a
Better movie.
genetically
Genetically-
altered karate cow.
genetically
Yeah.
altered.
Adolescent karate
No,
cows.
genetic.
No, I just remembered. I just
Adolescent
remembered.
genetically altered
Shush,
karate cows. There you go.
shush. I just remembered. They were
Just
kelp.
kidding.
They were like they were seaweed monsters. They were globs of seaweed that were like turned into sentient.
All right, nobody
And-
cares. Does anybody have any last questions for our guest?
We apologize for this rant that we went on, but I'm glad you could be part of it.
Dandelion, are you challenging me?
Oh.
Wait, what? Dandelion?
Dandelion challenged me. I
What
don't
did you
believe
say?
this.
That's
Free
not
Willy
Dandelion.
cartoon.
There's a Beetlejuice cartoon.
Yes, there
There
was.
is-
Oh shit! Sorry.
Also,
You owe Dandelion some dinner.
Fuck. I do. Sorry, girl. I'll cook you
Just
dinner.
throw food at the Zoom and see if that sticks.
Pasta.
Beetlejuice.
It's
Is
al
this what we
dente.
Not we're gonna do like
Whoops.
actual like. Does anybody have any last minute actual questions? We're not gonna
There's
do
an
like the
interview?
last minute
What?
closing questions.
Yeah, lightning round.
Oh no, too much pressure.
I didn't prepare any. I have the regular lightning.
What
lightning
cosplay do you want to
questions.
do in the future when we can all hang out together again?
Oh
What do
my
you want to
God.
do?
Deja vu.
Well,
Abedin
I still haven't been able to actually wear Frodo out yet, so Frodo Baggins would be great.
Oh,
But I'm gonna be like post she love Frodo Baggins who has lived through 2020.
Oh, Frodo from Lord of the Rings,
Completely
right?
wrecked.
yeah.
Yes, but wrecked, like the end version where
Okay.
he's like, "Hey, my God, it's dead there. Feed it to the fire." But that's not a really good Frodo impression. It's more like Gollum, I think.
I was about to say, isn't that
At the end of that movie, that was
Smeagol?
pretty accurate.
But I thought his name was Smeagol. Who the fuck
No,
is
that's
Smeagol?
Yeah,
Gollum.
that's the because he was like, "My precious."
Who the fuck
my
is Smeagol?
precious," and then-
Meagle, that's that
That's
Pokemon with the.
Oh right,
Yeah,
Smeagol's
that's
a
Gollum.
Pokemon.
That's the
No.
Joker. What are you doing?
Yeah, well, it is a Pokemon too. You got that right.
Hi,
Smeargle
Mr.
is
J.
a
What are you
Pokemon.
No.
doing over there? What do you mean? What are you doing? What?
Mr. J.
I forgot.
What do you
I'm
mean?
confused as to what we're doing. Does anybody else have any other questions? Before we wrap it up.
Jesus,
Where
thinking
can
I'm
we?
scared.
That happened.
Oh yes, Instagram. Do you have an Instagram that we can follow? Because we tried finding you, but
It
we
is
didn't
the
realize.
name of my
Right,
We
so
messaged
we
it
should
in the
probably
chat.
try
Name on my
searching for
face.
you with temporary Frost 7.
really
Temporary
I
Frost
exist.
7. Instagram.com/temporary
Yes.
temporary Frost 7.
See.
Is it just Instagram?
I
Do you have
am
other things I can
Instagram.
plug?
Actually.
Don't type Instagram.
no,
just
actually,
type
also-
temporary Frost
I also-
7. It'll take you to Instagram.
No, I actually help run Upstate SC Cosplay. I don't know why they left me partially in charge. It's a bad idea. But we do community events. We've mostly been doing stuff online, doing virtual cosplay stuff and keeping busy in the community because our cons all shut down because they're actually being conscious about everyone's health. So Upstate SC Cosplay, definitely check them out. I do also do some art. My Facebook art page is Doodles and Dragons. I need to post a little bit more there, but I post some of my art on Instagram too. So I'm looking to try and sell prints again. I've just been kind of on a not a slump because I'm still drawing, but I've been holding off because of the plague. So I don't want to be like, hey guys, do you want my art while you can't afford rent? I mean, that, you know, 'cause I don't want to be that person. So
Yeah.
yeah, just trying to.
Yeah,
get
we're
things
in the same boat. Like, hey, we know you're behind on rent, but support our Patreon.
That was the best
I'm like, don't
idea.
you want a nice picture? You don't want your water bill this month. You want this
I wish,
picture. It's like
I wish I had a wall to hang
I mean,
this
well,
on.
that makes sense. They don't need their water bill. Half these weebs don't shower anyway.
Oh shit.
They might live with people that do, though.
It's true.
That is true. Weebs who live with people with shower. That is also my next cosplay. This is gonna
Reminds
be-
me of that time I cosplayed a bar of soap and started
Dabbing.
grinding on people.
Oh, oh my gosh, are you a soap bender? Is that what you are?
No, but I'm here to cleanse the world from filth.
I'm here to clean you up.
Dr. Squatch.
Which is a soap bender, I'd imagine.
The soap. There you go. Just call yourself the soap.
Just don't
the-
drop it.
All right, so Carlos says, how much does he have to pay you, Jace, to shave your beard?
A whole wheat penny.
A whole straw penny.
A whole straw penny. That was it. The
Straw
whole straw.
penny.
Whole
A
straw
hay penny.
Rich.
So besides the Patreon,
Two hay pennies.
we're actually gonna start taking donations during podcasts, and all the donations will go towards helping us get a new laptop. That way we can run the podcast a lot smoother. Plus the money. So I don't know. So there's a few announcements before we go ahead and just end the podcast. So we have a few things. So, hopefully this week, I'm waiting on a new debit card. We will be on Spreaker as well. We will be doing a podcast on Spreaker. That will be around 11 in the morning. So at 11 for like an hour every day, like except Saturday and Sunday, we'll be on Spreaker. It's an audio only. You can download the Spreaker app. You can actually download the podcast whenever and listen to it on your own convenience and listen it to your car. But with the Spreaker app, it's kind of like Spotify. And hopefully we'll be on Spotify and iHeartRadio, and we'll be on more platforms going
Podbean.
forward. Podbean, all these amazing things. I am going to start holding auditions this week for a co-host, because unfortunately my other co-hosts work during the day.
How dare they?
It's for the daytime
Right.
when normal people do
I'm
things.
being called out.
Well, no, we already.
I'm not
Oh,
a-
right. You
None
weren't.
of us are.
I keep forgetting you weren't in the meeting Friday.
Oh, you're out again?
We're replacing you.
No,
And me.
no.
And Sonic.
I forgot. If you
just
had joined the
Photoshop, just Photoshop Super Jew in that scene from Friends, but he's like, "I can feel want me, man."
Yeah, no, for real. But no, we're not. It's not going to be a video podcast. It's going to be audio only. It will stream. Hopefully, I'm going to have it stream on YouTube and Facebook, but it's mostly going to be audio only. And you weren't in the. I forgot you weren't in the meeting Friday, and that it was kind of important for you to be there because we actually discussed a lot.
Yeah.
Definitely, Jace and Keyblade Sonic have their own YouTube channels, and they're going to start working on those more. We're actually going to start releasing more content, and we might have an app to where you can listen to all of our podcasts.
Ooh.
If I can
Sounds
score
exciting.
$100. Is it $100 for the year, or is it like $100 a month?
Shit.
I think it's
What is this,
$100.
a Prime account?
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Is it Epic Boys guy?
you have to.
And I'm
You
all-
have to pay to
You
run
get
an
John
app.
on. Hey, John, come be on our thing.
Is he
I'll
back?
take-
Ignore
I'll talk to him.
Goku. He
Making a
he doesn't
callback.
represent us anymore.
You just threw him under a bus like that.
Welcome to Nerds 3 Sooner.
Nerds three now.
I'm only working the day for like the next 3 weeks. Then I'll be on night shift.
You weren't here Friday, so we didn't have the chance
You're-
to discuss it with you and run it by you.
Okay, fine. So run it by me after the thing.
Post talk.
Post talk.
Yeah, our
Coast
own
to
raw
coast.
talk.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I also want to do a little quick plug, actually.
Do it.
For most people who don't know, I actually do voiceovers. Also, I recently, I'm part of a audio, basically going to do a little audio book in a way, an audio drama or something like that. It's going to be a little project. They just launched their Kickstarter, so if you like, I'll just post it after the podcast, just take a look at it, just help support in any way. Is it one a quick, and also I talked to the producer who basically worked on it. He or she would like to do an interview during this podcast in the future. So, just stay tuned on that.
Hey.
So. And there you go. Quick plug.
Yeah, no. Yeah. We're definitely going to start promoting more of
There's a
Sonic's
plug.
projects and happenings and voice acting and all that famous stuff, because in case he becomes famous, we were like, hey, he works with us.
Yeah, don't worry. I'll sponsor you guys too. It's like,
Rory Frost
hey,
7's getting attacked by a
or just
bug
watch
right now.
autographs
Sorry.
to Amy. Watch Geeks 5 Ever signature.
There you go.
I can just imagine, like, oh, so you want an autograph? Okay, to Joseph, that'll be $5, and that's what it says on the autograph.
That'll be $5 for free.
Or
Damn.
And just hold out your hand like that. It's like $15, little man. Put that shit in my hand.
If you don't have it, you could owe me.
Oh.
My jungle love.
What?
I don't know.
You never
what
seen
that-
Jay and Silent Bob?
Nobody
Boo.
watched Jay and Silent Bob.
That reboot
Clearly
was
I
pretty good,
have
though.
not. I saw Dogma. Does that count?
Yeah, that's part of the universe, so it makes sense.
pretty much the same movie.
Yeah.
Somebody
better.
asked in the comments, when is Geek 6 ever going to happen?
Never.
Geeks is- Yeah, never. But we have a
Well,
mini
special
version.
XL
It will be what is it?
Like
It's like
Geeks 5.5 forever?
no, it'll be Baby Geeks 2.5.
Geeks
Whatever.
2.5.
Oh,
And you know how they had Muppet
speaking
Babies?
of
There you go.
which, so Blastoids will be a guest on the podcast. Okay, so I do have a
Hey.
couple more announcements before we end. So every Saturday, if you support the Patreon, you get you actually get to choose what we read and all that stuff. Otherwise, it's gonna be random. We'll think of a new perk. But so Terrible Fan Fiction comes back Saturday, and every Sunday, hopefully, like this will be the test run. So Sunday is like the pilot beta test run of it. But we're gonna do a food cast where we just sit here and talk about food. Our first subject is Whataburger versus In-N-Out.
Yeah, Burger Brawl.
Burger Brawl this Sunday for the
So are we gonna
World
have-
Heavyweight Championship.
So are we going to have like a meal from each restaurant and eat it in front
No.
of the thing?
I don't want to be full. I don't want to eat halfway and just give up.
Once again, you weren't here for the fucking meeting on Friday.
God,
Wow.
I want
Just throwing her
Whataburger.
under a bus. Leave her alone.
He wasn't anywhere near.
You have
That
like
buzz,
you
we
missed.
just went
When I say you
straight
missed a
over
lot, I mean you
twice.
missed a lot.
that was some
He's not-
that was some Final Destination throwing me under the bus too. Just
You
out
didn't
of
get to see my
nowhere.
D&D minis. You missed a whole lot.
You can see my dear.
Yeah, he was like working with his
baby.
I
his
was
D.
moving, guys. Leave me alone.
I was working my D and my other Ds.
He had to work the shaft.
You could see my background without the veil of mystery.
Yeah, it was weird.
Ooh,
Naked posters everywhere. Most of them.
never
are me.
mind the man behind the curtain.
All right, guys, that's it for today. We're gonna go ahead and call it a wrap. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube. Hit the subscribe button and hit the bell for notifications. You can be notified for all videos or some videos when we go live or when we post content. We just posted a memorial music video for Chadwick Boseman. That was
Best watch it on YouTube because Facebook unfortunately muted the song.
It did.
Yeah, it did. It said it's got partially muted.
Lame.
Oh wow.
Kiss
Yeah,
my
so-
ass, Facebook.
Watch it on YouTube. But don't worry, it's on
Yeah,
YouTube.
YouTube didn't trip about it. YouTube was like, fine. They're like, okay, well, you can't monetize it, but we're not going to trip. So make sure you watch it on YouTube. You can be notified whenever we make videos. We'll probably do more videos like that in the future, especially if Sonic releases videos. Remember, you have to hit the bell for notifications. You don't have to be notified for all videos, but it does help. And if you're watching on YouTube, make sure you hit that thumbs up. The way the YouTube algorithm works is it will share the video with more people if you hit the thumbs up. You don't even have to hit the thumbs up. You can hit the thumbs down. If you're watching on Twitch, make sure you follow us on Twitch. We need to hit 100 subscribers before we become a Twitch affiliate. Also, if you're watching us on Facebook, make sure you join us. Make sure you're following us on Facebook and you get notified. We will have another Zoom panel in 3 weeks. We will have another Zoom panel, and I'm still gonna do. So what this one's gonna be is, this is gonna be a Terrible Fan Fiction Zoom. This is gonna be a very special one. So I'm going to do the Terrible Fan Fiction podcast while everybody is watching and listening, and your reactions will also be part of the stream.
Do we have to read parts?
No, I'm gonna read the whole thing.
Oh,
Or
well.
can
Well,
we,
that sucks.
Can you
Give us-
please read My Immortal?
No, no, not again.
we did that already.
we did that. Oh
Yes.
god, it was so bad.
One of the best, worst things I've ever read in my life.
Can I
I'm
get
not-
a fan fiction
I'm not
and
reading that
divide out
shit
the
again.
parts?
That shit made me. That shit like de-evolved my vocabulary.
You don't
I
wanna
went
be
from
bad.
I went from
Had a
getting rid
headache
of
for
my
3 weeks.
accent.
Which one was that one? That sounds familiar.
That's the
My-
Harry Potter one.
It's the
Oh,
like,
never
it's
mind.
the it's the
Oh,
gothic
that's the
Harry
one you
Potter
showed me.
one.
Never mind. Never mind. Never mind.
The Gothic.
I'm Demetria Ravenway Darkness, and I'm
Yeah,
gothic.
yeah,
I'm
yeah, yeah.
goofic.
Yeah.
I'm goofy.
Okay, I remember. Sorry.
Are you a goofy goober?
Okie dokie.
I'm very goofy, gibber. You don't have any idea. What the fuck?
Sorry.
Is there a
What's
bear?
it?
What?
Also, we'll be on
There.
Spreaker. Join us Sunday and Saturday. Saturday is Terrible Fan Fiction. Sunday, Whataburger versus In-N-Out. You can join the discussion by following us on Facebook.com/Geeks5Ever. We also have a Facebook group now, which will be posted in the links from this point forward tomorrow. All right, guys. I'm Jesse Goku, also known as El Oso del Rey de Mexico. And I'm telling everybody to have a classy night.
Bye, Felicia's.
Bye.
I still wave.